All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing land battles, so there's a new mod out on the scene, which was created by Gojira and Umaiz, as well as several legendary map makers. And we can actually now play land battles with a capture point. So we're going to be testing it out. You don't need to use engagement rules, anything else like that. And yeah, pretty excited to give it a try. I played a couple games last night with Hadries. We had a lot of fun, and curious to see some feedback from folks watching from the stream's perspective. So it looks like my opponent's going to be going Skaven here in the first game, and we'll get these armies going. All right, so where's Wookiee Claw? Here he is. Yes, the noble Wookiee is here to block the screen. Yes. Okay, so we'll grab you. I think I have an idea of how I want to play this. Welcome. Yeah, it's a mod, correct. You know, I think like anything at this point that we're going to be getting done in the community, like that's substantial, is going to be done via mods. I don't really like think CA is going to put too much more effort into old multiplayer. So yeah, I think most of it. I mean, Total Tavern, without the Total Tavern tournament map pack that we put together, like honestly, multiplayer would be in a horrible place. We really got to take matters into our own hands here. All right, so let me get the rest of the stuff. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, the smoking hot wife is here. And let's get this party started. So against the rats, interesting. I'm trying to remember, like, it's been a while since I played this one in land battles. I used to play it a lot. Volkmar was always a raid boss for sure. I think Volkmar and Toddy are both really good choices. Sean says, just got done watching one of your latest videos and went live as soon as Wurzak started dancing. Hey, that worked out well. That worked out very well. All right, so Burning Head, maybe a little bit of that, maybe some death magic also for sniping characters. All very viable. But yeah, Volkmar is hasn't always, against the Skaven, has always been a menace, like a pretty substantial menace. I guess he's a little bit weak against rat ogres, but in land battles, Volkmar is very good. He is certainly a force of nature. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I won't forget to block her. I won't forget it. Become the overlord we need. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We're trying to get there. Okay, so Skaven, what are we going to have to deal with? Like mortars and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Skaven single entities aren't that scary to me. And interestingly enough, the Steam Tank is actually pretty decent in this matchup. No, anybody's welcome to join. You just need to have the mod installed, which I link in Discord. So if you're in Discord, you can get that. And yeah, that's basically it. That is basically it. The good old mod. Okay, so we got you looking fine. Cannons against Skaven are okay, but the thing is, Skaven artillery like plague claw catapults do very well against those type of pieces. So yeah, you got to be kind of clever. Luminarch spam. Luminarchs against Skaven. I suppose it's not a bad idea. Yeah, it could do a little bit of work, 100%. Like because in land battle they have to bring and how it works is you have to bring one unit in reinforcements. You don't have access to any of your reinforcements, but you have to bring at least one just to saturate it. Yeah, that's the old game plan there. All right, so that looks good to me. Is there anything else we want to get? Hey, look, it's Arrow. Volkmar lost a lot of his resistances, so he might not be as good anymore. Yeah, I think so, Arrow. Yeah, I'm more of a, against Skaven, I think Toddbringer is really good. The fact that he has that like big leadership debuff is pretty insane. It can get you a ton of value. So overall, I do think that that's probably more the way to do it. Okay, you guys are looking good. And one last thing, we got you. Like to save a little bit of money here. Yeah, we can put you on this mount. I think is going to be a little bit of a better option. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen, almost there. Just kind of fine-tuning the old build here. And cut that, and then get you mixed in there. All right. Cool, man. Good to go. Let's have some fun. Go have fun to my opponents here. And how much damage do they do, comparatively speaking? Interesting. So they have 120 models, so maybe those are actually a better choice. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Let's get this going. Let's have some fun. I am ready. We have the most dreaded of all builds. Hopefully it'll cause some havoc to this Skaven. Multiplayer long divided must unite. Yeah, we try, man. We try. This is going to be fun, though. Yeah, Volkmar has the 0.20 regeneration, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he does. Let me just double check here on his Jade Griffin. Yeah, so he's got the sauced healing. There's basically two variants of healing. There's well, not two variants, but there's two very popular ones. There's 0.10 and 0.20. 0.20 is just, it's such a massive difference, especially when the units already have a big HP pool to begin with. But yeah, haven't played land battles in a while. I did play a couple warm-up games with Hadries last night, so that's good. Is Wookiee Claw actually blocking the army? Oh, it looks like my opponent could see some of it still. You better not be stream sniping, Baron. I would be very disappointed. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so here's Wookiee Claw. Let me see if I can expand him outward. He must grow in power. Oh, no, that's the game. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Wookiee Claw needs to be more like this. There we go. Okay, perfect. It's too late now. They already know what's coming. They already know. Have you played with the SFO mod? Yeah, I don't really care for, like, I don't mind mods that, like, kind of change, like, the existing multiplayer formats, but something that, like, adds new units and changes the balance from the base game, like, I'm, in terms of, like, units and whatnot, I'm not a big fan of those type of things. You know, because I want to be playing, and this is a big thing in, like, RTS games in general, right? Like, I want to be playing and showing the same game that you guys are playing, like, in the normal multiplayer experience. Occasionally, like, a weird showcase, like, I know in Warhammer 2 we did some very, very strange, like, streams with, like, you know, faction mods. Once we were at the tail end of the game and we were kind of, like, running on fumes, you know, I think it's fine, but yeah, no. Love your martial arts and Warhammer Lord of the Rings. Have you ever done any? I have no idea what that is, Zyrtec. Yeah, no idea. Time to be fat and watch a Turin stream. Yeah, and anybody's welcome to join. Yeah, so I'm just going to be playing like 4 or 5 games myself. It's not Winter Stays On. And then what we'll do is we'll get people in... I'll create a lobby for casting, and then I'll cast games from there, and that's going to be the game plan. Yeah, Wookiee Claw has gained the necessary powers he has. He's a majestic creature for sure. Look at that. Got the blocker down just in time. We're all set. Sigmar be praised. Yeah, Empire's fun, man. Going to be playing a bunch of... What is the capture point? So there's a single capture point in the middle of the map. This is kind of like... When we heard that there was a new multiplayer game mode coming for Game 3, a lot of people suspected it would actually be this. Basically just land battle with a single capture point. So we're not going to be doing any like traditional attacking rules type stuff. So all that stuff's off the table. Basically, in today's stream, if you are playing, just do whatever you want. The capture point, I think it goes up to 700 points. It'll be interesting to see if that's like too high. I wonder if it should be like 500 to really force people to fight. But yeah, should be interesting. I still see some room for like issues with like engagement. Like I still feel like Tzeentch could like basically let you get the capture point, abuse you with spells and like not engaging you for, you know, I don't know, like a good 4 or 5 minutes before they attack and really then push you off with an Alpha Strike. I don't really know. Like it's too early to say, but there's a couple things I can foresee being maybe a little bit problematic, but again, I'm not sure. I'm excited though. This is definitely a huge step forward in terms of land battles if it actually is functional, and you know, again, that's why we're here testing it. So we got 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries to you know, blast this Skaven. We got Big Boy, we got a Burning Headcaster, 4, 5, and 6. So Empire Knights are just the go-to against the Skaven trolling. And cool, so that's basically it. And then we got these. We got a single grenade launcher who's going to be sweeping around and looking for, like, you know, all sorts of those nasty Skaven rats. So yeah, it's a capture point here in the middle. No, this isn't actually the full capture point, guys. It looks like that, but the capture point is actually a much smaller area. Once the game starts, like you see, look, okay, you see that box right there? That is the capture point. This is the capture point. That tiny little square box that you see right there is the capture point. So you have to be like right on top of it. So like this big area, I think this has more to do with Vanguard. So you can see I can Vanguard, but I can't Vanguard in here. But the actual capture point box is right here. It's this tiny little gray box that you're seeing right as I mouse over that. That is the actual capture point box. Yeah. Okay, so we should probably honestly just move these forward so we can like shoot this Skaven right away. And we got the Empire Knights chilling out, and yeah, just got to make sure that like no Death Runners or like funny business gets into my backfield, and yeah, so that's that. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Big Skaven army, not to be no surprises there. It's going to be obviously a lot of scary rats coming in at me. But yeah, it's not like super urgent. Like in the games I played last night, you didn't have to like capture it right away. Yeah, you had a little bit of time to work with for sure. But I mean, honestly, like the land battle, you know, ladder and tournaments, land battles obviously can be feasible because there's somebody enforcing the rules. But on ladder, it's a bit of it can be pretty unfortunate in my experience. But like honestly, if CA were to like do something like this, it would definitely improve that experience, I think. All right, so we got Skaven with a Plague Claw catapult. All right, so we need to just move you up and move you up as well, and just nuke that thing into the Shadow Realm. And Bright Wizard can hang here. Grenade launchers, we can just hide them in the trees for now. We should be fine. So yeah, you'll see. We're going to move up and try and get these points. All right, excellent. And let's get you up. And these Empire Knights are back here. Very good. Toddy's on the hunt. And yeah, we need to just get our Sunmaker onto the Plague Claw catapults like right away. That's going to be pretty big. Because play call catapults are actually amazing artillery duelists. They can do a lot of stuff, so. All right, so we got a Grace here, and I'm not seeing anything that's like exceptional against Toddy, so we're just gonna kind of fly in there. My opponent could have Rattling Gunners nearby as well. 100% could have Rattling Gunners. We could fly back there, like stealth Rattling Gunners. Oh, what lore magic is this? Is this Flensing Rune? Yeah, it's lore Flensing Rune. Okay. So up here, up here, up here, and grenades can come out now and start cleaning. You can see we take some big damage right out of the gates. Classic Warhammer lag going down. And avalanche mortars are here. They're going to be pretty nasty, but we should honestly just shut down one of those artillery pieces like almost instantly. Yeah, so let's jump on here and see if we can get a little bit of a freebie. All right. So that one's been karate chopped, and this is why you take the Sunmaker. It's very good. All right, so grenades, let's get them right up the front. Fan out, fan out. Toddy is attacking here, and it doesn't look like this Skaven have any mass to deal with this, so he should be able to cackle, and looks like there could be some dreaded spells coming. All right, let's form up, form up. Free Company Militia, let's get Swordsman engaging, Swordsman engaging, Swordsman engaging, pull you back, and 1 and 1. And are there any ogres, any like big threats coming in? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so both artillery pieces are basically taken offline. So now we can start focusing down the Globadiers, and hopefully that'll do some good stuff for us. All right, let's get Empire Knights to go after these overextending dudes. Keep these ones back, and yeah, grenade launchers a little bit sloppy with my execution there, but it's not the end of the world. Shoot these ogres and get these Empire Knights to slam into those guys. All right, so how are we looking? Catapult's doing some good work. We have burning heads in the wings, and our Empire Knights still saturating in and defending our back lines quite valiantly. Let's go ahead and switch over to here, get this other one, and we need to find a good spot for the burning head now. All right, so burning head, let's go ahead and get you like right down the pipe here. Let's pull back these Free Company Militia, pull these Empire Knights over here, and overall pretty good. Yeah, the Avalanche Mortars being offline, both catapults being in death's bed. One other thing about the mod, guys, is also there's no army losses because it's using the base foundation of domination mode to basically make this work. So there's no army losses whatsoever. So I mean, you fight. You can see my opponent has the capture point right now, but it doesn't really matter too much, right? Like it's not like a huge thing. Those are actually fake Storm Vermin halberds, so we're gonna just keep nuking these mortars and bring Toddy back, and let's get you guys fanned back here. Pull these Empire Knights back, refresh their charge bonus, pull these guys back, and yeah, it looks like these ogres are gonna be in some trouble as we do have plenty of mass dealing with them. All right, Empire Knights, let's get them around the back of these units. All right. This is a matchup I played probably like 500 times. Like Hadries is one of my main training partners when I used to, play competitive a little bit more. And I can't tell you how many times, competitive land battles that is. And I've played this matchup like a million times. All right. So looking good, looking good. All right, let's get these pistols up and about face. Get ready for a burning head. Yeah, we do have a good burning head opportunity right here. All right, so come back here. Let's jump on this. Gonna be losing one of my artillery pieces, but it's already done pretty catastrophic damage, to say the least. These Empire Knights, are these actual Storm Vermin? Oh shit, those are real Storm Vermin, legitimate ones. Okay, wow. Okay, I actually thought those were summons, like from the Dreaded 13th, but turns out they were indeed real. All right, so keep looking around. Let's get these guns turning about face. They can actually pile into the Globadiers here, pull you guys back a little bit, and yeah, we are gonna lose a little bit, but I think we're okay. Because Toddy is gonna get the job done as well. Yeah, there's no army losses. There's no army losses in this. So you have to either win on points or just make your opponent tap out. Because, again, the game just doesn't, it's not possible to do army losses because of that. Because the nature of using the domination capture template as your main modding tool. All right, so yeah, I think we got this one to the bag. We're up pretty heavily in value, and we have the, yeah, what is this, Storm Vermin coming? Yeah, those are the dreaded ones. So let's go. He's sitting on the capture point right now, which is fine. We can loop around, and you, Free Company, go ahead and just kind of chase and shoot. And you can see how the capture point, like, will eventually, like, if somebody's hiding in the forest or somebody's, like, not doing, you know, okay, I think these are just summons, so we need to just run from those. I think these are Storm Vermin here. We could actually throw the game if we let this character get caught here. Are these summons? Yeah, no, they're real. They're real! All right, so let's get you around the side, do this. Winning on points certainly isn't something that's going to be like super common, right? All right, these Free Company can keep chasing here. We got you coming in. And now we can just put some DACA into these guys and, yeah, just basically use the grenade launchers to finish the rest of the army, and we should be okay. We should be okay. So if somebody were to be like draw kiting you around the map, you can sit on this middle objective, and if you do get to 700, then you do eventually win, right? All right, so let's do this, run you guys away. That's what I should have done earlier. It's weird, yeah. I'm used to like unsummoning stuff, right? With the old domination. Sterling's Revenge can keep chasing, although we can pull them back now. So now you can see we're flipping the objective back. As far as capture weights work, it's very similar to domination in that way. I think like the capture weight system is more or less the same. All right, so let's get into those Glen Rats, finish those guys off. I have no idea what this mage is doing here. Looks like there's going to be some warp lightning. Can I avoid that? I should have just ran forward, but yeah, it's all right. Probably could get a big terror route like Alpha Strikes round on these guys, and as they run away from the artillery crew, we just jump back on. Is there anything that's coming back for the Skaven? I don't think so. I don't think so. But again, any feedback that you guys see from watching this today is going to be very helpful for the mod makers. We're going to be, you know, they're going to be, I'm sure, taking a look at any of the comments, and again, it's all greatly appreciated. So. Yeah, this game's pretty much over, though. We still have a fair amount of units, all of our Empire Knights, and we can go in for a big Alpha Strike. I don't know, does he have Flensing Rune? He might have Flensing Rune. All right, let's charge the Storm Vermin. We'll get a Burning Head effect, which will tank their leadership, and that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Although, Unholy Clamor going down, very nice. Got to watch out for some sort of witchcraft. But the Burning Head, plus the Terror Routes, Storm Vermin are going to be folding like a piece of paper. All right, but yeah, there's no army losses. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's grab all of you guys. Get your pistols out for the Emperor. Get in here, run back, and yeah, Toddy just finished the job. So yeah, it's basically GG. You see there's an army. Normally this would be an army loss situation. Normally. Would you consider a tournament where you cast units from roster instead of factions? Oh, you're saying like people can just like randomly pick whatever they want? Yeah, it was fun. You see, so it is a land battle with you know, a means of forcing people to fight each other, which is pretty awesome at the end of the day. Arrow in chat, Mighty Legend of Total War says, would it be possible to make the capture points open a bit later with shorter time to win on points? I'm sure it would, Arrow. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Honestly, though, it's 700 points is a long time. Like, I played a game with Hadries last night that went 18 minutes long. He was Nurgle and I was Empire. And honestly, like, I had nobody got close to winning on points. Like, I think I was at like 500. So I still, and like, it was like a 20-minute plus game. To encourage players to fight for the point. The point isn't necessarily the point. Like, you still want it to be like land battle. But, hey, Baron Lloyd, well played. We're going to have to make room for another player here. All right. So let's do this. And thanks to the map makers as well. So let me get the names of the map makers who... yeah, you got to hold the objective for 12 minutes straight to win, which is pretty long. For sure. So shout out to Wacka, Bob the Builder, Sleepy Line, and Chromo Sumo. They are the ones who put together the map. So now we could do Proving Grounds. Or let's do Nolan Outskirts. That'll be fun. All right, so in this game, I will play... who do I want to play? I could play the Dowie. Dowie are always fun. Oh, let's play a little bit of Khorne. I think Khorne would be fun. Let's do a little Blood for the Blood God. See what my opponent picks here. 700 is pretty high, but again, we're collecting feedback today. Let's play let's get like 7 or 8 games played, and then we can start, you know, really getting some big data. Play anyone you want. Yeah, I'm gonna play Khorne. I'm not terribly practiced on them in land battle, but it doesn't matter. Let's just have fun. Forcing factions to fight for the point straight away just means that certain army builds are useless. I wouldn't say that's true. So, if you're thinking like kiting builds aren't going to be as good, it's definitely not the case, because a kiting build has the means of always poking you. So like if you're just sitting on the point and not attacking, the kiting build can be accruing value from you while you're just sitting there, and to the point where they can maybe alpha strike you. So you're going to probably want to chase them and try and catch them. Yeah. Could see some French Knights? Yeah, well, we might. It looks like he might be playing it. Sure, if you want. So, somebody in chat, somebody who I'm playing right now says, is it okay if I go full Toxic Wood Elf Kite to really test the boundaries? Oh my god, I knew this would happen. All right, Eric, thank you. This is what we want, though. Hey, and welcome to the Dukes of Haggard, Eric. Thank you. We're almost halfway to our February goal, so thank you guys so much. Okay, so let's get the Wookiee Club. So my opponent is going to be going full Toxic Wood Elf Kite mode, which is what he said. So very exciting stuff to really like test the boundaries, which I'm happy to do. Okay, so let's get you guys, and all right, looking solid. And the armies are so big. Yeah, they're quite large indeed. Okay, so we got you with this and this, looking awesome. Looking awesome, man. I'm hyped for this. This is going to be fun. I don't know what this map looks like, though. 5 minutes is too short would make the fight a... Yeah, we'll see. I think 7 minutes seems like a sweet spot. You know, the folks who made the mod are very passionate multiplayer folks. We got Yumais and Gojira, both folks have been doing it a long time, so A long, long time. Okay, that looks fine. Let's cut you and you. I wonder what the meta is. It's such a different experience. So today we need to be fighting for quite some time. Okay. Looking awesome. Let's cut you. I think one of you guys is probably enough. Do we want, like, throwing axes in this matchup? Skull cannons are kind of an interesting one, aren't they? Because they can get, like, infinite ammo on certain things. But I guess, like, shooting loosely packed, like, Way Watchers isn't going to be terribly cost-effective for them. So I don't know if that sounds, like, terribly awesome to me. Okay. Yeah, Dom battles can be fun. But like I made a video talking about this last night. I haven't posted it yet, but like as it pertains to like land battles, I think land battles are more exciting to watch from a viewer's perspective, and I also think they have more climactic endings. The issue for having land battles be like the status quo for competitive is that it's just riddled with issues with attacking rules, and but like when you don't have to deal with attacking rules and you can still maintain that, then that's pretty cool. Like if CA could help the modders like add army losses to this, I think it'd be like pretty damn close to what people were wanting for sure. Yeah. Good luck killing Greasus. Greasus is an unstoppable Lord of Destruction. There's no stopping the Gold Tooth when he gets going. It's just not possible. I wish Chaos Warshrines were good. I always felt like Chaos Warshrines were just super haggard. It's a bit of a shame because they're so damn cool. Okay, looking fine. All right, so let's get one more of you guys. And then we can just get you in here. All right, that looks good. 2 and 3. Slap some chevrons on those bad boys. And live our best life. All right, this build feels fine. I don't know. Although it is, man, it's kind of lacking like a really key essential, I feel. All right, so let's get you and you. Yeah, I feel like we need a couple of those just to have some utility on the battlefield. Okay. Damn, those units are so expensive, dude. Khorne's roster, you don't realize how pricey it is until you really get in here. You're like, goodness gracious, it is an expensive one. Okay, so that guy's bonus for infantry. I think I like this idea. Nothing that cheap, unfortunately. Yeah, nothing that cheap. Okay. Almost ready, my friends. Almost ready. And looking good. Yeah, so he's gonna go like full toxic mode. I'm trying to think like what that could possibly entail. Do I even have the army blocker up right now? Okay, I do. Oh, good. I was like, have I forgotten this? Okay. Almost ready. Summit 100 on that bad boy. Is there anything else I want to get here? Gives leadership? Sure, why not? All right, so this build's a little bit experimental, but I think it's like dynamic enough that it can like handle a couple, you know, nasty threats and pokes and things like that. Good luck, have fun to our opponent. You're gonna have to pay the troll toll if you want. Hey, thank you for the donation, man. God, I love It's Always Sunny. It's literally one of the best things ever. Jenza says, personally, I enjoy watching Dom more. Reinforcements, multiple capture points. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of like more strategy and not more strategy, but like there's different layers of strategy in domination mode, right? You have like the push and pull of the objectives and like how you place your units to, you know, ambush points. There's a lot going on for sure. Oh man, that's some good stuff right there. Thing about Dom is you have to deeper roster per side, so you get to see more units, more counterplay. Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to both. Nobody's ever going to be fully happy, but the blocker, I know it's still there. At the last second, I made a very bad decision. I brought 2 skull cannons. I know I'm going to regret this, but yeah. Army losses needs adjusting, but it's necessary. Yeah, army losses would be nice. All right, so there's one capture point in the middle. This is a cool map. So yes, I brought 2 skull cannons. I couldn't help myself. I figured if there was like 500 Hawk Riders flying over my head, having like skull cannons could be useful. I don't really know though. Don't really know. I personally just love skull cannons. I think they're so fun. And yeah, having a shielded cultist is a really good idea because they have silver shields and they're really fighty. All right, so just basically got to make sure these things don't get sniped by Way Watchers and we'll be okay. Okay, so Chaos Knights, and we'll get you moving up as well on the side. Chaos Knights lurking in the trees, and 5, and then we have one horseman unit just to like keep it honest a little bit. All right, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Looks like we're ready. My opponent's army is 13, so same size, the blessed number here. Valkia is pretty good. You can fly her up, and as soon as she gets like netted, you just pop the demon shield, and you're like, whatever, I don't care. You're good. You get to drain some ammo, which is always good. Let the Bronzodia flow. The Bronzodia is flowing today, 100%. We won our first game as Empire vs. Skaven, and now we're playing Empire versus Khorne versus Wood Elves. So, okay, let's move up. So he doesn't need to obey any sort of attacking rules. He can basically just do whatever he pleases. Yeah, he's got Sisters of Twilight, Chaos Knights. We're gonna like loop you guys through the trees here. Fleshhounds will come up, and we'll get you up as well. So we're gonna take Valkia and go see. I mean, this army doesn't look that toxic yet, but I haven't found the Way Watchers. So that's like. So that's the big thing, right? Like, I'm like, oh, this army looks very nice and friendly. And then like 10 Way Watchers pop out like, oh, the Doom soundtrack starts playing. Yeah, it's always a good time. Khorne is so cool, man. Khorne is so cool. So yeah, we definitely want to get the capture point early. I think against Wood Elves, if it does devolve into like a long kiting game, that's going to be pretty big. For Valkia, she's just going to fly over there and test the waters, basically. So let's move you guys here. Chaos Knights coming through the tree line. We got the flesh doggies and you guys over here just kind of hanging out. Valkia, we're going to run in there. There's no Prey of Anathrema, so I just got to watch for, mass missile fire. Okay, so we got one. So dodge that shit. Yeah, okay, there's either Way Watchers or Deepwood Scouts here. I'm not sure. A little bit of lag going on. The dreaded potatoes. Okay. Could go in there and attack with her. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Glade Riders of Spears. I don't think that's worthy of your ammo. So I want to see what missile units there are. Okay, they're Way Watchers, yeah. So we're just going to attack with Valkia, because why the hell not? Okay, let's move up, and let's get these Chaos Knights moving out. And we got you guys here, and some Chaos Knights to go help. We're going to attack the Way Watchers, try and cause some havoc if we can. Skull Cannon shooting into Deepwood Scouts. Fleshhounds moving out, and Big Boys moving out as well. All right, Valkia, keep getting those picks if you can. And Shielded Warriors will be moving up soon. All right, so let's get this going. We got the double Fleshhoundos out. And, all right, let's pull back. Do this, back. Get you guys going here. Skull Cannons can shoot into these guys, and then we can have you guys attack the Wild Hunters and do that and that. All right, so everyone looks like they're having a good old jolly time. All right, so how are the Skull Cannons doing? Looks like, unfortunately, some of these guys are going to be escaping. Let's keep chasing here. I think we have one unit of Fleshhounds. We definitely got outplayed over there pretty hard. All right, so middle objective, we better capture that. Valkia can get a big fat Sleipnir right here, which if he's not watching could be actually very devastating. Pulling you guys back, let's get the Chaos Knights into the tree line. Move these Skull Cannons up. Move you guys back here. Come crush here. Move you guys up. And we did get the fat Sleipnir. That's pretty good. So that did some pretty brutal damage for sure. All right, Cultists. Let's get the Cultists of the Plague God, or the Dark Gods moving over. Let's get you under, and you under. And these guys can basically just be used as lawnmowers here. It looks like there's some Dryads coming, so let's have you guys bounce out and help with that, and you guys go here, help here and do this. All right, so how's Valkia doing? Valkia seems to be doing fine. A little bit vulnerable to being targeted here, I suppose, and you guys can just move over this direction. Chaos Knights coming down and under. And cool, let's get these lawnmowers in and just try and compromise this part of the battlefield and just let this guy hold. You Chaos Knights come up and under here. Valkia seems to be doing all right. I could pop Demon Shield, but I don't think she's even like taking that much damage, to be honest. It looks like there's going to be some foul witchcraft going down here. No way to check the balance of power either, unfortunately. So I don't truly know the state of the game. All right, so let's go get on these Way Watchers and move you guys up and get these Chaos Knights around the back, because I think his like Wild Riders are like kind of far away here. Yeah, I think they're kind of far away. We got the Cultists fighting. Valkia is slowly gooning that caster, so killing that caster is going to be pretty big. And we can get the two Skull Cannons to fire at will and just run down those Way Watchers. So we'll get one here and one here as well, which should be good. Okay, so how are we looking? You guys fighting there. Wild Riders kind of doing their thing here, but we're about to get some good picks. We got his caster down too, and that's pretty big for us. So let's get these Chaos Knights up on the Way Watchers. Chaos Warriors of Khorne. He could actually take the point right now, which is kind of interesting. So that could be a variable. We still have this Cultist fighting. He's doing the work of the gods here. All right, let's keep running. Keep the motorcycles going over here. Get this motorcycle going right here. It looks like the caster is basically on death's bed, and yeah, just hunt down these Way Watchers, man. That's a good pick for us. All right, so forgot about these guys here. All right, let's go have them run down these Way Watchers, and we need to just stay hot on their tail. Yeah, perfect. So we got his caster, great. So now Valkia can go hunting here. Still have our Cultist. Cultist is doing great, so let's pull him back this direction. I feel like we're starting to take over a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we're in good shape. Valkia is going to be very good against this unit here. The dreaded Skull Cannon definitely causing some havoc. Look at this thing just jumping. Are there any like high mass pieces? Okay, we need to make sure his Way Watchers don't get back online. That's 100% one of the bigger threats here. All right. So these guys are down to 9 models. They're not a significant threat anymore. Not at all. And the Skull Cannon still causing some havoc. Objective is still under our control, but we'll see for how much longer. All right, so let's turn around and fight these guys and get our Haggard Chaos Knights to come over and help. And Valkia needs to come and help as well. The Chaos Warriors didn't take too much damage from that charge. But yeah, even still, it's still a problem. Okay, so we're going to have the goodies soon. So let's get Valkia going here, you guys going here, and Motorcycle going here. We could like break their charge. Let's pop Demon Shield here. I think the Chad Chaos Knight should do pretty well. He's running kind of low on ammo. So I'm hoping that we can just kind of weather the storm. All right, you keep doing this. And, oh man, if I could get a Sleipnir right here, is the range? I'm just out of range. Okay, so I think we broke his Knights there, and now the Chaos Knight should be pretty happy. So let's move over and do this. And so that Sleipnir is going to be devastating if he doesn't move. Yeah, let's see it. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. All right, so let's get you guys up on the point. Cult is chasing down Way Watchers, which is great. The Chad Chaos Knights, just with their huge dongs here, doing a great job. And here's, everybody kind of laughs at Skull Cannons. They're like, oh, Skull Cannon, LOL, meme unit. But like, in a late game land battle situation, Homeboy now has to deal with this. Yeah, Skull Cannons, I'm a Skull Cannon enjoyer. I will be one of the first ones to tell you that I really like how they play. In land battle, I think they're even better. Wow, the Chaos Knights actually broke there? I guess they were getting popped by quite a bit. All right, but yeah, the Skull Cannons are like healthy and they can go cause all sorts of havoc. So we're just gonna like, he has the objective right now, but we don't really care. It's still a long ass time before that's gonna be a problem. And we just need to not lose anything valuable while he runs out of ammo. Okay, so he's chasing the Chaos Knights down. Let's go get the Way Watchers. I could try and salvage those Chaos Knights. That's probably a good idea. Skull Cannon's just riding around, limp biscuiting. And yeah, Valkia should be able to put some hurt on the sisters here. All right, so let's get you guys with your throwing weapons. You guys go here. He's almost out of ammunition. And can we salvage those Chaos Knights? That'd be quite nice. I don't think so. A couple of them would be very, very good, though. All right, so yeah, no army losses. No army losses, interestingly enough. I still have that Cultist also. So Valkia, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get those Knights back, so let's just take Valkia back to the battlefield. Yeah, hopefully she lives. Sisters might be able to carry it. I'm not sure. It's going to be a close game. All right, I do have that Bloodletter summon for the 4th quarter. It's not as good as it once was, but yeah, because like in an actual land battle, there would be like when he ran out of ammo, he'd be forced to attack me, right? Whereas here, it's not going to be like I can wait for him and get him with it. Dude, the Skull Cannons just taking skulls for the Skull Throne is so good. All right, so let's get. You see how small the capture point is? Yeah, so we need to get on that. So let's just go start farming his archer units. And we have these Skull Cannon shots, so they're just going to keep ripping shots as they chase things. We're going to take the objective back. And he can obviously kite to his heart's content now, like 100%. I think he has ammo on this one. Oh yeah, there's no way these things can kill Skull Cannon. Skull Cannons heal in combat. They have the Gore Feast, so they're just gonna be loving it. Okay, let's chase. It's crazy. Like I've been playing. The Skull Cannon just blasting as they chase is pretty cool, huh? All right, Valkia hunts. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the Sisters of Twilight, but we got the objective back, so that's quite nice. Here they come. We don't have the Sword of Khorne, but yeah, they're going to get annihilated here. They should, at least. Yeah, do I have any, like, other... Yeah, I could bring the Cultists over there. Probably a good idea. I think we win this. We don't have any, like, source of terror routes or anything, but... Yeah, these things are anti-infantry. Okay, he's running with his missile pieces, but I don't know... Those ones actually still have some good ammo on the other side. Okay, so I could use the summon here, but I'm afraid he's just going to be able to kite the summon out. I want to, like, really make it so it's, like, when he has no choice. Okay, those guys are broken. Let's go after these guys. These are actually Way Watchers who still have ammo. So yeah, we need to get on them. Yes. So right now we have the capture point. You can see we're getting points again. So if you were on it's very clear that at the very least this mod would 100% make the land battle ladder experience better. Because if somebody wanted to draw kite you can just sit and they will lose the game. So that is alone is a massive improvement in my opinion. All right, so looking good. No army losses. Sisters are on their way back in, but they'll probably lose the 2 Skull Cannons, I think, and the Cultists especially. Cultists just kind of chilling. Let's get these Glade Riders in. Just running over the last of the Wood Elf army we pulled up in value. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And you're here. And you're here. warriors, the Chad Chaos Warriors of Khorne. Some of the best Chaos Warriors in the game, in my opinion. How's Valkia wavering right now? She's being focused. Okay, I could pop Demon Shield, but I think saving that for the fight with the sisters is going to be better. All right, so everyone's fleeing the scene. We can continue to chase. Let's get our 2 skull cannons, start ripping shots up at the lady here. Ah, are we hitting? Ah, we hit the bird. All right, let's get Valkia in there and use the dreaded Demon Shield to make sure she takes no damage. All right, let's go. Looks like he wants it, and Demon Shield. So this is where we close the game out, ideally. 2 skull cannons fighting. I don't think the sisters could even beat the cultists with the 2 shrines helping. All right, so let's go. Let's get in here and get you in here too. The Demon Shield is broken, and we got some archers coming back in. Yeah, the sister's getting smashed here. We could use the Sword of Khorne. Yeah, we'll just use the melee attack buff to make our guys connect a little bit better. Can you try a kite build versus Nurgle? Yeah, I'll play a kite build next game, maybe, or like something that has some kiting in it. But I mean, my opponent just tried to use a kite build against me, I guess. Well, it wasn't really truly a kite build. There was too many dryads and melee units for that to be like a kiting build. I mean, although I don't know, Way Watchers and scouts and whatnot. Sisters got about 1,600. Valkia was a beast. 4,000 value on Valkia. Oh. And the reason why is because of the Saupnirs. Like, honestly, I think my opponent might have won that game if they didn't get caught in like 2 really bad Saupnirs. Like, we hit 1 in the beginning and just caught like literally the 2 Way Watchers got karate chopped, and then we caught the rest of the army there as well. Yeah. All right, so Chaos Knights kind of got shut down. Skull Cannon, super awesome as always. Fleshhounds, he outplayed me in the beginning for sure. His early game was very strong, but we managed to scrap our way back. So well played, well played. All right. So if nobody else joins, you're more than welcome to rejoin Stingers. But for now, we're gonna try and get some more folks in here. This is where all my land battle boomer experience, like years of just playing land battle, comes in. GG, well played. To rejoin later if no one else joins. All right. So we got the Chungus Kingdoms. Did we do Road to Talabheim yet? I think we just did. No, we did. We haven't done that one, I don't think. I think we, yeah, okay. So who do we want to play here? We could play some Lizardmen. Tzeentch would obviously be like the one that's really toxic, but I just cannot bring myself to play that way. It's just awful. Let's play some Bretonia maybe? Some Lizardmen could be quite a bit of fun too. Yeah, let's play some Lizards. I don't really play Lizardmen, so. Yes. Yeah, the actual toxic kite build should have been Glade Riders and only use ammo 1 at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I still feel like if they did that though, like if they kite you for like 20 minutes, they're going to lose on points. Yeah, if they let you hold the point for 12 minutes, they lose, as far as I understand. So anyways, let's get this going. I don't really know what to do in this matchup, but that's got to be part of the fun. So, all right. So Lizardmen versus Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, I'll play Tzeentch at some point today, or maybe somebody will play it against me and we can like truly be made to suffer. That's what I think would be good. All right. So we got you guys. So we have to be the ones like Walter Whiting. We have to be the ones who knock, right? Because of the lead belchers and stuff. Yes. Kroxigors are pretty terrible against ogres. They have really low melee attack, only 26. But they make up for it by having a good bonus versus infantry is really the tail of the tape there. So yeah, I almost think like, is that like what we want to be doing? Okay. That looks solid. Looks solid here. A big army, dude. This is a big army. I want to bring a cool character. Who's a badass character? Okay, did I put the army blocker back on? I did. Okay, so we can surprise our opponent here. Okay, and that's fine. Looking pretty exciting. As far as like magic against ogres, you know, it's funny. Anyone who's like played land battles for a long time, like all of the land battle veterans from Warhammer 2 and stuff, the sound of a manticore being summoned is like hands down one of the most terrifying sounds. You remember when remember in Lord of the Rings when the Nazgul attack Osgiliath? Like the Rangers of Osgiliath are defending it with the Rangers of Gondor with Faramir are defending it against like against Gothmog and like all those guys, and like, you know, it's like they're like, okay, we're like kind of holding, but then suddenly when the morning happens, like comes, the Nazgul show up and like just start screeching and it like breaks the will. That's like the Manticore sound. Yeah, that's the Manticore sound right there. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of a funny analogy. All right, looking good. I think we're about ready. So we got that. Got that. I'm liking this build. So far, so good. Definitely a little bit of sneaky going on. Oh, man, I wish I could afford these. Yeah, those are so cool. Okay, we got to find a way to afford those. I wonder, like, solar engines. Like, how do solar engines perform against, like, lead belchers? I feel like probably not the greatest, huh? Probably not the greatest. Okay. And, yeah, that looks fine. This build feels a little bit weak, to be honest. Feels a little bit weak, but you know what? It's going to be fun. So I think we'll be okay. I don't know what this map looks like on this this game mode. You guys remember the Manticore summon? Nurgle SEM blob and just park under the point in AFK. I guarantee you, if you bring a Nurgle SEM blob against me and I'm playing Empire, you're gonna get shot to pieces off the objective. My 3 war wagons will crush it. Like, it's not Nurgle SEM blobs are good against factions that don't have ranged. So if you're playing like against Slanesh. But the thing is, that matchup was always bad, regardless of the capture point. Like, if you have attacking rules, Nurgle will just sit there and make you attack them, basically. Yeah. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Thank you guys all for joining today. It's been a fun one so far. We'll have some cool showcase matches as well. So after I play about 5 games myself, I'm going to give my hand a rest, and we'll jump in. And there's going to be a tournament tonight on Total Tavern as well using this mod. So if you guys want to like give it a try, I believe Melonhead is hosting it. So we can check in a second. So check here. Did we already do this map? I feel like we did. Yeah, I think this is one of the first ones we did. Yeah, so heading on over to Total Tavern really quick. We have a new Khorne guide up, by the way. So we, if you want to like learn how to play Khorne, we have an article and it links to Platypus's YouTube video where he gives you a guide on how to play Khorne. On top of that, we have a land battle capture point tournament taking place tonight, being hosted by Melonhead, so you can sign up here. We also have a Swiss tournament tomorrow. Subatai's hosting a midweek madness. Tournament scene pretty active. I mean, we got a lot of hosts who are quite active hosting, which is great. So, all right, so let's get. Considering how much of a drought we're in terms of like getting new stuff, I'm very, very proud of the community for keeping it all going. All right, so let's gather you guys up. So, Saurus Warriors with shields, the reason why is because most Ogre players will spam Noblars anyways. And honestly, Saurus don't do badly. We do have a couple spears as well, just in case. Like, once the Noblars are gone. And also, guys, I had to bring Krokar. I mean, Krokar is just the coolest thing. He is just the coolest thing ever. Oh, yeah, look at that guy. All right, so a couple of Chameleons who are just going to run into... yeah, we did do this one earlier. So I'm going to try and get the point. We have a little Beastcaster here. We have the Rev Crystal in the back to heal up Krokar. Brought one of my favorite units. I love the Umbral Tide. They're very fun. And also, not bad against some of these type of units, so. Okay, 4 and 5. And good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see how this goes. To the dreaded traitor. And no, the blocker isn't there anymore. I really enjoyed the 2v2 tournament, says Wild Grim. Thanks for the content. Yeah, more to come. Tyler, greetings from Germany. Hey, I hope you're doing well over there, my friend. I've always wanted to visit. I always, whenever I go to... When I was first going out to Poland a lot to spend time with my wife when we first met, I always laid over in Germany, so we would stop at the airports there, and I always wanted to go visit the cities and whatnot. But yeah, we'll get around to it someday. All right, let's see how this goes. So yeah, Krokar's badass, dude. He's got Hand of the Gods. I think he's definitely going to cause some havoc against ogres. All right, let's move you guys up. Yeah, Noblars with Lead Belchers. And we have our Sallies on the side with some Ogre Bulls. You know what I forgot was Coldland Spear Riders. Yeah, I forgot to bring Coldland Spear Riders. I was like, there's something very essential I feel as if I'm missing. And yeah, that's something. You cannot Vanguard onto the point. Correct. Yeah, you cannot. The point is very small too. You see this little gray box right there? Yeah, it's like this tiny little square. So you legit, like, you can't, like, if it was bigger, like a big square, it'd be easy to kind of abuse. So what we're going to do is get our Salamanders and all of our Goon Squad out on the far side here and do like a little bit of flank pressure, although he does have the Sky Striders. Ooh, I don't know if I have like a great answer for that. All right, let's get you Spears out there to go like deal with the Sky Striders. They're going to be a tough one. I mean, Krokar could fight them, but that's going to be kind of ugly. Maybe with a Manticore summon, it's possible. All right, so you guys move over this way. like so. We're going to start getting blasted by lead belchers. Let's just start working on these guys and pulling back. And you guys position here. Yeah, it's going to get a little bit crazy out here. It's going to get a little bit crazy. I was actually just watching an old stream last night with some of Felcon's Lizardmen. That's actually what inspired me. I was like, ooh, this is pretty fun. All right, so you little gremlins, let's sneak you up and do this. We can get a Manticore summon if you want. Move you guys up here this way. And we should be able to get our hands on the points. Let's just pop a Rev Crystal charge on you, because why the hell not? And yeah, they're getting they're just getting dacked into the Shadow Realm here, 100%. All right, so yeah, we can wear these guys down for now. Krokar's kind of, I wonder how good Hand of the Gods will be against like these guys. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea. All right, so we're going to try it. We're going to do, oh, it actually killed the model. That's not bad. Definitely not bad at all. And Crocky Balboa can just get in there and do a little bit of work. We have spears coming over. And overall, cohorts, let's have you guys go there, do this, and we get the Bastillodon up in the front. And hopefully we can just grind it down. So yeah, this is going pretty good so far, I would say. We got more Ogre Bulls on their way in, but overall we should be fine. Let's drop a Manticore summon to help out Crocky. And because Krokar is about to get hunted pretty hard by the big boy here. So we need a little bit of help. All right, so those chameleons should be getting a little bit of poke in there. Very good. Let's get Crocky Balboa running and just get the big boy to jump in there. So Krokar needs to just flee the scene. We need to like kite them back this way. And are they actually shooting? It's kind of hard to tell if they are, to be honest. It kind of looks like they're not. That's weird. Anyways, the rest of the fighting, I have no idea how it's going. Looks like it's going okay. Krokar needs to just run from the Sky Striders, basically. All right, so we get the Terror out there, and Umbral Tide, just keep running this way. Good, good. Let's get the Sara Spears over there to help, and Krokar can come back here and peel these guys off. The little Skink Chief can, what items? I accidentally brought some items on him, oops. Anyways, let's have you guys fight here. Some of the Saurus Warriors doing okay. Rev Crystal's gonna get another heal on these bad boys, and we can also pop a Wyson's Wild Form to give them a little bit of armor. Cool, all right. So Manticore did its job. We've basically dragged these guys through the mud. But it's pretty cost effective for our opponent because he got like most of our army kind of going this way. And cool. So now let's move back in, get those supporting pieces back, and Usars come down under here. Leadbelcher is still shooting pretty happily, unfortunately, but let's get the Manticore to go after it. Yeah, we'll have another Manticore summon soon too, so it's not going to be the end of the world. All right, Spears, Krokar's moving back in. Let's get you Salamanders and you Chameleons moving up as well. And he's ahead on value, but I do have healing. I do have some Rev Crystal healing and stuff, so I'm hoping that will be enough to get us where we want to be. He does have the double Lead Belcher. Let's go get back here with Homeboy. And yeah, those big boys are going to be an issue, man. I think he might get me. He's playing very, very well. All right, is this another Mournfang? Yeah, I'm really wishing I had my Cold One Spear Riders right now. All right, so we get a little bit of DACA, a little bit of poke going into those guys. Let's get you coming back here. We have the Rev Crystal. Let's pull you back. Yeah, Rev Crystal still doing its thing. Hand of the Gods is here. Let's go take down these guys. Pull you back. This Rev Crystal needs to flee. It's being hunted by the dreaded Sky Striders. We do have the objective, strangely enough. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but I'm not going to ask questions. All right, come on. Come on, Krokar. Now the Krokar can move over here and go try and take on these Crushers, which are a big problem. Yeah, I need Cold One Spear Riders, 100%. That was what was missing in this build. Maybe Crocky Balboa can carry. I'm not sure. It's not going to be an easy one, though. Currently, these guys are just wrecking me. And do we have a Manticore summon? We don't, so. Yeah, looking pretty bleak. All right, so you guys move in, keep fighting. Hopefully that Rev Crystal can survive a little bit longer. You can go in and help, and now we need to get these guys to just turn and shoot, and hopefully we can, win this fight here. We're going to need to. Because he's still got the Sky Striders, which are just crushing my souls. I did not bring enough to deal with his mass. Okay, pull back, pull back. We need to keep you guys alive if we want any semblance of hope. Okay. What do we have here? Let's pop this. Why not? Get Usars moving back in. Yeah, we need Cold One Spear Riders. We need something to fight his mass. We just, like, these Crushers are just defeating Krokar, which is not good. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Get the dreaded kite going. Run you into the trees and just hide you while the Chameleon Skinks drag everything else through the mud. Dude, like, Krokar is kind of getting smashed a little bit in that fight. All right, let's move you guys. Let's move you guys. Get back on the point. Not that it matters too much. And cool. Now we chase these guys off the battlefield. Oh, they're only terrified, though. We do have a Manticore summon in the fourth quarter, which could be pretty money. I mean, maybe we could pull something out. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we got a couple Rev Crystal heals, but he really owned my Rev Crystals. All right. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell this thing does. Let's just put it on here, I guess. We'll have another Manticore summon in a moment. All right. So that's good. Let's get these Sallies to pop out of the tree line. Pull you guys in. Manticore summon. We need it. We need it. Krokar. Krokar, save us. Okay, Sky Striders are on their way in. We got the Manticore summon. So that is another source of terror here, which could be reasonably useful. All right, let's get you guys waddling back across the battlefield. Still shooting, still putting some DACA down, but Sky Striders are about to arrive, and that's going to be probably the end of the road for me. Let's get a couple of Chameleon Skinks in position. Is there any weird way we could come back in this game? I don't know. Yeah, let's start shooting Sky Striders right here. Hopefully the Sky Striders chase the Chameleon Skinks. That's the best case scenario. Krokar, come on! Fight! Fight! Yeah, Samad. Yeah, correct. Okay, so how are we looking here? Putting a little bit of hurt onto these guys. So one unit's broken, but Krokar is about to get Sky Stridered like super hard. Let's just get some Chameleon Skinks in melee here and see if they can help out. All right, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we have anything else here. Let's pop you guys, cold-blooded, keep them fighting for a little bit longer. We're sending some Chameleons into melee, basically. Unfortunately, these Sallies are getting caught. And you can just get into... Yeah, you can shoot him. Come on, Krokar! Carry! Carry! Okay, moving across. Let's put a little bit of firepower into those bad boys. Double Leadbelcher's coming too. Oh, he got the Maw, or the Power Fist. Come on, Krokar. I wonder what kind of value Krokar's sitting on this game. Okay, he's not doing badly. Not doing badly. We're getting a little bit of DACA coming in from these guys. We still have the Spears holding, so let's give the Spears some leadership. Some cold-blooded leadership, and maybe they'll fight a little bit longer. Do we have anything else coming from across the side? These guys are wavering. Yeah, they're getting attacked by some remnants here. I tried to type GG, but there's no way to type, so GG to you. You played very well, and your build was very cool. Wasn't expecting Double Crusher. Yeah, I don't really know how to play Lizardmen, so you saw that. But that was a cool-ass build, dude. Look at that, the double Crusher, 25, 25. Krokar got about 2,000. Chameleons did okay. We needed Cold One Spear Riders, though. That's what we needed. Like I'm talking like 4 of them to just fight these guys with a little bit of support. GG, well played. Trader, I don't know where you are. I'll message you in the Discord. GG, well played. Feel free to rejoin later after some other folks play. All right, so I just let Trader know. Anyone else is welcome to join here. Let's play a little Kislev. So, Road to Val's Anvil. This would be an interesting one. Let's see. You guys want Nurgle? What about Kislev? I feel like Kislev needs a little bit of loving. Yeah. Hey, we got Spore here. All right, so we're going to go Kislev here. Give it a try. Ogres are good. Yeah, well played to you, Trader. Very well played. I messaged him in Discord, so hopefully he sees that. You just bring 1 unit in reinforcements. Oh, sure. Empire versus Kislev. Ooh, that's a bad matchup for Kislev, as far as I can tell. But we'll give it a try. We'll try the Empire versus Kislev, or we could do Empire versus Nurgle too. Huh? Do we want to do? We'll put it to a vote. Because yeah, this Nurgle also gets wrecked by Empire though. Should be fine. Let's try this out. So, how do we want to do this? How do we deal with the Sunmaker? Do we just not deal with it? Yeah, Nurgle will be better at just kind of swarming, but we'll give it a try. All right, we'll play some Kislev into the Empire. I know this matchup is cursed in Domination. Like in Domination, Empire usually stomps Kislev pretty bad. All right, so where's the Wookiee Claw? Okay, so let's figure it out. Let's see what we can do. That's kind of an interesting idea. Like, I don't hate that. Okay, so you guys are good to go, although they will probably not have the best time. 2 of you. As far as our lords and characters go, probably this. Although having like the Kislev Goon squad of characters is pretty damn strong, actually. I don't know how good it'll be in land battle, though. Probably pretty strong, I would imagine. Probably pretty strong. All right, so let's get that. Let's get that, this, and this. Looking good. As far as baseline infantry, that's like one area you have the advantage in against the Empire is your baseline troopers are going to be pretty good here. Yeah, dervishes are obviously quite strong at like harassing. They definitely are. By the way, if you're playing in the mod, you have to put 1 unit in reinforcements. I haven't seen. I'll play Vampire Coast today. I'll play them next game. Yeah. I will definitely do it. I will do it. All right, it's looking good. I kind of want to try a little something. Oh, this has the. Oh, that's right. So this doesn't use domination or the regular limits. It uses the fruit rules limits. Yeah. So we have to We have to play with that. Okay, so that makes it a little bit trickier for sure. So you can only bring 4 single entities, huh? So it kind of gets rid of the hero goon squad. Okay, so I have an idea then. All right, so let's get you. We can bring old Rasputin here. Where is he? Okay, I think that's fine. He doesn't have that passive healing item, which is unfortunate, but he tries his best. Like, Kislev's magic is so bad, too. It's almost like at times you're just like, do I even really need it? Yeah, it just feels like janky. All right, so let's get you. And then we can bring... Yeah, that should be fine for now. It definitely makes Kislev's, like, land battle cheeses a little bit weaker. We don't need this. We don't need this. Put you on the bear. The bear mounts are always quite good. And Gust of True Flight maybe is good. And those 2 spells look nice. Okay. So now for the rest of the army. Sleds against Empire. I feel like the Empire will do pretty well against your sleds. Streltsy, unfortunately, are like kind of bugged the way that they work. They don't like... They're really bad in melee, which is one of their main issues. Yeah, they're very, very poor in melee. Okay, so Empire Heavy Cav. Like, our Empire Heavy Cav aren't... I feel as if they're not that big of an issue here. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so maybe these guys in the back will be nice supporting piece. And you could almost just treat it like dwarves a little bit. Because dwarves usually do very well against Empire. A single horse archer unit. I don't know, I'm a huge fan of that. I just wish Streltsy worked. I wish they weren't like a buggy mess. There's so many like haggard things like that, man. I get so fed up with it sometimes. There's just so many things in the game that have just been broken for so long and they just don't get fixed. You're just like, oh god. Okay, yeah, we want that. That's going to be actually very good in land battle. And yep, we'll take that. I have no idea how this is going to go down. This is going to be very interesting. We'll see what the Sons of Sigmar decide to bring. Do you want any like Ice Guard Glaives or something weird like that? Probably not. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent, man. Let's do it. Hey, Comfy, we're doing well. The lady's doing well. Life is good. We've been doing a lot of hobbying lately. She's been doing her awesome art, and I've been working on some miniatures. I'm painting my Rangers of Gondor right now for the Lord of the Rings tabletop game, which is very exciting. Yeah, the Arwar Elemental Bear, I like it with like a healing blob. Like sometimes, like in theory, you might be able to outlast the Empire. Like if they just put all their firepower into it, and you're just like kind of healing it with the Patriarch and the other characters, maybe. The big bear is so much fun to use. He's so much fun. All right, so where are we at? Thank you, Wookiee Claw. Thank you. Yeah, next game we can go Vampire Coast. Next time we'll try it. But you know, the universe is what keeps us here in this game. It's like how awesome the characters and the armies are and everything. I think that's what really does it. What type of units would complete the Kislev roster? I'm not sure actually. It's a good question. I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it. Yeah, the bear though on paper should be weak against Empire. What I'm worried about is like a Sunmaker just blasting our troops to pieces. So I have double Little Grom backed up by the Lore of Tempest Caster who can give them extra range. And ideally I could like outrange some of the interesting. So you actually can come play the high ground here. Okay, that's kind of a cool thing. So let's go ahead and start up here. Okay, it's kind of an interesting idea. I did bring a couple Streltsy just because I feel like having the guns to counter wagons and things like that would be good. Unfortunately, they're just so bad with their melee. But you know, you gotta roll with what you got, man. All right, so we got one Warbear Rider. We got the cannons up here who are gonna start getting a little bit of DACA going. And then we got you guys in 5 and one of you guys in, is there any other like good Vanguard points on this map? Not really. There's some up here I guess we could do, but overall, not the best Vanguard options. All right, here we go. Good luck, have fun to our opponent. Looks like it's a big Mantide. I might actually have trouble clearing out a Mantide, although I did bring the Hawks of Miska. Should have brought like one Chariot. I figured like my baseline Kislev infantry could trade with his all day. Like, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes. So what do we got down here? We have the Hammer of the Witches. We got the Rob Zombie piece. All right, that's very cool. So let's move you guys up. Move you guys up like so. It almost feels like a domination game a little bit, right? You're like, oh, we must take the high ground. Because in Dom, the tactic here is to take the high ground. We got some Pistoliers. Okay, that's fine. Not too worried about Pistoliers. Oh no! Oh no! Kostalton's on foot. Oh man, I might have just thrown the game. That's really bad. Kostalton just chilling on foot is not good at all. Oh man, okay. Yeah, him on foot's going to be pretty much useless because this is a mobility fight. This fight, in my experience, it's all about just like the grind. All right, so let's get you guys set up here. Get our little Groms up on the high ground. No, not Coastalton on foot. Footstalton. Not like this. All right, so we can go ahead and pop this on you. Have you start shooting at the Hammer of the Witches. And we can start ranging just against these Empire Knights here with the other one. All right, so we have really good range. We got Footstalton. Yeah, you can see we already hit the hammer, which is great. Okay, let's move you around. We should be able to get another true shot. And this one can start blasting the Hammer of the Witches as well. We're just hiding those guys in the tree for now. Yeah, all right, great. So Empire Knight's thinking about coming up. It's fine if they do. We can just kind of scoot our Streltsy up. Have them get ready to give some covering fire. Werebear Rider's just chilling. And yeah, the Hammer of the Witches is getting popped. The two little Groms are giving it the dirty, so... Yeah, that's great. If we could just kind of keep that, we don't care about him having the objective. It's again, it's not a huge deal here. All right, we have the high ground, Anakin. Yeah, Coastalton, I mean, on the one side on one part of the coin, you know, he could just kind of sit on the objective all day and just chill out. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit bleak. Okay, Hammer of the Witches is almost dead, which means I can then deal with wagons by just shooting them with little Groms and Streltsy and things like that. All right, so when he comes up to the high ground, he should just get last Samurai'd. Yeah, you can see the Streltsy are actually putting some hurt on these guys. All right, so let's blast them. Come on, guys, shoot those rifles. I think there's a weird line of sight thing here. Yeah, there's a little bit of line of sight. All right, so the Streltsy doing some work. Let's position you guys like so. And Hammer of the Witches is basically done for. So we can start shooting at war wagons now. All right, so let's move up. Put a little bit of hurt into you guys. Put a little bit of hurt into you. Pull the Werebear Riders up this way. Get our character goon squad moving up. And yeah, overall, this is very, very good for us so far. This is very good. As a matter of fact, we can sneak one of you guys back here and try a little sneaky. All right, Werebear Riders are just totally chilling. The cool part is we can actually heal our, what's it called too, our little Groms. Yeah, all right, so let's move the little Groms up this way. You do this, and just keep those Streltsy slow pushing. He's about to get the objective. He's about to get it. Okay, so now we get our little Groms in position, and we need to finish that thing off if we can. We can't let even one Hammer of the Witches shot go. So let's move Coastalton between our two pieces here. And you shoot here, you shoot here. Let's get the Bear Lady to go out there. And Coastalton needs to just heal these up. All right, so yeah, now we got Empire Knights here. So let's sneak you guys around the side and have you go after some of the range units. Coastalton can do an AoE heal, which will heal our little Groms up. All right. I feel like we're in a very commanding position here. Like, very, very commanding. Like, it's going incredibly well for us. Oh, Marcus. Oh, shit. Never mind. I might have just thrown. I'm like, it's going real good, guys. I swear. Right as I just, like, throw my caster to the dogs. I'm like, it's going all right. Look, guys. All right, let's pull you out. See if we can salvage this situation. Hey, we did get the Hawks of Miska here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to salvage that. Okay. So, yeah, we have the Streltsy here. Let's keep shooting. Yeah, we might have just thrown. But I still think we're okay, despite losing our caster. Like, the Kislev casters are terrible anyway, so it's like, whatever. And how are we looking to the backfield here? Hammer of the Witches is officially offline. Okay, great. So now we just move our little Groms up this way. Wow, is our caster going to live? Holy shit. No way. All right, wow. The Kislev durability is certainly second to none. All right, let's move you guys up, start working towards the point. And little Groms need to just start popping wagons. Oh, he brought mortar wagons. It's kind of an interesting tech. Let's go hunt these Pistoliers on the edge of the map here. All right, so yeah, we don't give a shit about the mortar wagons. And we just start shooting these wagons if we can. And you guys in the backfield, hunt down those grenades. You shoot here. You just keep moving up and shooting these Empire Knights. Coastalton with the heals. Looks like she shattered, so yeah, she ended up paying the iron price. We do win this fight over here, which is good. And cool, man. So now we just kind of slow push up with the Streltsy. We do catch some Pistoliers on the edge of the map, so let's go get these other guys down here to help out a little bit. And we just use our superior position to Little Grom his wagons into the Shadow Realm. We can hunt down that other Pistolier here. God, if only Coastalton wasn't on foot, man, that'd be so nice. All right, keep these Werebear Riders like hiding until all their natural predators are gone. We'll go chase those Empire Knights off the battlefield. Okay, Streltsy, shoot the mortar wagons, and we don't need to worry about the Hammer of the Witches crew. We can honestly put some hurt onto Marcus Wolfheart. They're not going to be able to kill foot Coastalton, so I can just move him up and cackle. Yep, and looks like we got the catch there. Two little Groms are doing some good work, and I think that we're going to do it for Urson. Yeah, I mean, we can send Coastalton in. Kill that Hammer of the Witches crew. You can see our 2 cannons are just destroying. Because when we got dominance with the artillery duel, it's basically just game blouses, right? So, okay, 1 war wagon's dead. Mortar wagon, not too worried about it. We do get those guys. Let's get behind his army. Kostalton is a raid boss. He takes a massive amount of effort to actually kill. So let's get in there. And you guys can just start popping these Empire Knights. Looking good. Let's move you guys down here. And we can pop Salak's Lullaby. He actually has an ability that heals him when he gets very, very low. Which, maybe I overestimated his durability. Maybe I did. All right, so Sterling's Revenge. Let's get the Bear Riders down. Pull you guys around the back. So here and here. And then you go this way. Kostalton needs to get in a melee with somebody, basically. Just make sure. All right, let's move up the middle. And the Streltsy here, just continuing to put some hurt onto the Sterling's Revenge. Kostalton also has a healing ability that procs when he gets a little bit lower. So that's kind of what I'm banking on here. Okay. And you see, he's had the point the entire time. And it really doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna, like, if we just win the fight, then we just take it. So Streltsy have been good here, but not because of, like, their melee hybrid nature, but simply because they've just, shot things to pieces. Let's get them out. Let's finish off these mortar wagons, these warbear riders. I don't think there's anything amassed to really worry about anymore. Let's pull these warbears in. And Kostalton just being a Chad in here. He's just fighting and tanking and, doing his jams. All right, so what do we want to shoot now? Does the Empire have any other like tricks or traps anywhere? I don't think so. So let's get these guys up a little bit. Kostalton can go here. It looks like we're going to get netted in the backfield. Yeah, but that wizard, Kostalton, should be able to hunt him down. All right, very good. So position you guys. We can start shooting at just some random ass spearmen over here, I suppose. And does the Empire... I know I have some units, I think, that chased. So let's pull them over here and have them finish off these Empire Knights. Yeah, Kislev Infantry, as somebody who is an Empire main, Kislev Infantry dominate Empire Infantry like all day. Not necessarily from like a cost-effective perspective, but in just like a straight-up vacuum of a fight. Like Kislev Infantry are going to... yeah, Kostalton soaked a ton of damage, and he does have healing when he gets low. So he's got the Urson's Ward. So he heals for 0.40 when he's low. It's like, it becomes so hard to kill him when he gets low. So you can often send him into situations like that, and he can do the work for you, so... Okay, so let's get the Bear Riders. Looking good, looking good. Let's do this. Get you guys around the back here. Let's send Chad Stalton in. And looks like the Dervishers have picked those units off. Little Groms. You can get one of the war wagons here. And yeah, Chad Stalton should be able to fight. He's got the Song of Winter Sunlight. And we still have a lot of pistol fire. And you see, like, the objective still... We've been fighting for almost 9 minutes. And he's had the objective the entire time. And it's nowhere near being an issue. So it's again, it seems as if it's more designed to deal with like extreme cheesing, like extreme. Yeah, I'd be curious to see like some Dark Wizard, some really villainous player, one of those people who always kind of like walk on the edge of the rules and are just really not fun to play against, like those kind of players, to see what they do when they play this mod. Like I'd be curious, that's how you would really tell, because I don't really play that way. So yeah, so we just steal the objective now with our Cav. Chad Stalton is just fighting, and Marcus Wolfart's nearby. Marcus is such a cool character, too. I really like Marcus. We can get the Bear Sleds into melee, too. Little Groms, they'll actually do better in melee now. Okay, Bear Riders, let's pull him back. And Kostalton, obviously, will destroy Marcus in combat. Marcus is more of a ranged character. So, again, there's no army losses, so my opponent would have to leave at this point. So, yeah, we should be able to just chase that character down. We got the capture point, and now we can start just kind of taking over the battle here. Yeah, the high ground was really important in this game. Although it wouldn't have mattered. Even on low ground, our cannons would have still killed his cannon. But I think it was a slight advantage for us. Okay, so keep chasing him. These spears are still steady somehow, which is pretty nuts. Let's do that. You guys blast. And, yep, just move in and fight. It's almost like my guys are using like this weird formation attack or something. GG, well played. Next, we're going to do Vampire Coast. Some people wanted Vampire Coast. You need the Warhammer villains to play it. Yeah. Yeah, I really love it, though. It's definitely a step forward. 2,700 on Streltsy, 1,300 on these ones. 1,300, 1,400, I can tell you as an Empire main, if you should probably bring 2 cannons in that matchup and support for them, because if Little Groms just kill your cannons, you're just going to lose. All right. So, GG, well played. What did well? Hammer got 6 value. That was pretty big. Dude, the Mortar Wagon with almost 1,000. That's actually like one of the highest performing units on the roster. So, next up, let's do the... which one have we not done? I don't think we've done Borderlow Landing. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. So we're going to play Vampire Coast. No, not Counts. Coast. All right, so whatever my opponent wants to play, totally fine. Outstanding. And we'll play Coast. I don't know what my opponent's going to play yet. If you want to test the limits, try using Sigvald. I generally don't know how many factions deal with him in this mode since there are no army losses. Well, ideally, this mode will have army losses at some point. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Well, the capture weight would matter if your opponents were like draw kiting you around the map. Okay, Nurgle versus Coast, interesting. I actually don't know what to expect here. Should be kind of a cool one. I obviously in Dom this is Coast favored, but I don't know what this is going to be like here. Oh my god, I got some seriously hyped units coming your way. All right, so what are some fun things we can do? I actually have some ideas for fun units. I'm not going to go super meta. I'm going to like try weird styles that could potentially be funky and fun. Okay. Looks good to me. Yep. All hail the mighty. They're arising from the deep with crooked sails and incredible tales. There's definitely some really toxic Vampire Coast builds you could do. I feel definitely some really, really nasty stuff. All right, so yeah, against Nurgle, you don't need like hard shooting. I mean, they might have warriors, but warriors, yeah, you could definitely do some. Queen Bess could do something, but Furies are definitely going to be able to swarm it. I mean, you could protect it maybe, but yeah, I feel like Furies would be a bit of a problem. Okay, can Nurgle bring any like large stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Be toxic. I don't really know how to play toxic, to be honest. I'm sorry. I mean, I see it. I can see how it's done, but yeah, kind of an interesting one, eh? Like my army's running out of size here. Yeah, it's already running out. Okay, so these guys are probably pretty good, I feel. You guys are going to like what we're bringing, though. You're going to like what you bring. Playing Nurgle into Coast team, I don't know. My opponent's a really skilled player, a top tier tournament player for sure. So I'm sure they have some schemes. Nurgle infantry is good. Toads could potentially be a bit of an issue, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe we gotta like switch it up here. Do that instead. Yeah, it seems a little bit smarter. Okay, got the chevron here, and we got you guys. I don't know. The Toads just always feel like such a disappointment to me. They always just feel like they're just like, yeah, super jank. It is what it is. Okay, that's kind of a funny idea. So one of those for some disruption is always welcome. I'm bringing some cool stuff, though. You guys are definitely going to like it. You're definitely going to like it. Okay. Is this really the centerpiece that we're looking for here in this game? I suppose it is. Okay. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's do it. The battles continue. Oh, my opponent's changing the flag. Oh, I should change my flag too. Let's go for the Dread Fleet. The Dread Fleet, I think, is the coolest name. The dreaded Dread Fleet comes. Don't be dissing the, oh my god, Budweiser frogs. That's such an old school reference, man. The old Super Bowl commercials from the, what was that, late 90s, early 2000s? Yeah, I think that was around the time that was going down. It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy. Thank you guys all for joining today, by the way. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. I actually didn't even know the Super Bowl was happening yesterday. Didn't get a chance to watch that. Yeah, Empire was the first game we played. We played Empire versus, what was it? Empire versus something or other. I can't remember. It was some sort of an evil faction. But yeah, we played them earlier. Skaven. Empire versus Skaven was our first game. And now we're on the Borderlow Landing. Oh, look at that. You see that? It has like the Vampire Coast like aesthetics up here at the top. Like it has like the seaweed and like some of the barnacles and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think that was early 2000s. Yeah, we did play. Empire was the very first game we played today. And we also just played against him. Only found Toads to do well against Monsters Infantry. Yeah, the Toads are weird, man. They're always disappointing. Maybe, you know, if they gave Nurgle Toads like really high armor piercing values, maybe that would be good. Like maybe the acidity of the Toads, like, oh my god, give Nurgle Toads armor sundering so they can like poison through the armor or something. That would be really cool. Hey James, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the blocker's still up. Not for long. So this game we're going to be playing ye old Vampire Coast against Nurgle. And land battle, mind you, with a capture point. So there's one capture point in the middle. Have you seen the new World Eaters models in 40k? Yeah, they're really cool, Dota. I was tempted to play them, but honestly, I don't want to be a hoarder. Like, I have a very strict rule in tabletop where I will not buy new models until I painted everything that I'm going to keep and that I have. So, for example, I finished painting my Empire tabletop army, and then now I'm painting Lord of the Rings. But if I bought a World Eaters collection, it would just like, I don't want to buy it until I'm ready to like actually dive in. But someday I will, maybe. Yeah, rotflies are terrible as well. Rotflies are really, really bad. They are a terrible unit. Okay. It's a shame too. Like if Nurgle's supporting units were good, it'd be a very, very different beast. Okay. The Budweiser frogs were mid-90s? Yeah, sounds right. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's so long ago, dude. Give toads a one-time use projectile? Yeah, shot. That would be pretty interesting, Cody. There's a lot they could do. There's a lot they could do for sure. Yeah, if you guys want to give this a try, and you can give feedback to the creators on the workshop or here, whatever's best for you. You can down. It's called Land Battles with Capture Points. It's pretty simple. So, all right, guys. Here's the army. So we have a Vampire Coast shambling force. But I had to bring bloaties for you. I brought halberds just in case there was like toads or anything of mass. Okay, maybe the deployment zones might need to be resized a little bit for land battle because you start with big armies. Okay. Very cool. So I brought double bloat. They're probably just going to die instantly, but it's all good. It'll be fun. Bomber mobs, and then we got pistol mobs supporting. Yes, pistol mobs, you don't need like heavy handgunner shooting against. Nurgle will probably go light infantry, and if they don't, then I'm going to be feeling okay. We got Count Noctilus on the Crow's Nest. Because it's literally one of my favorite things ever is bringing Count Noctilus on his Colossus. Okay, we got Lamprey's Revenge chilling in the middle. They should be pretty hard for Nurgle to kill. We got the dreaded double bloat. Oh, man, I wish I could get these bloats. Like, man, they're just like in the open. I just can't like hide them anywhere here. We got two Scurvy Dogs as backline sweepers to deal with like Warhounds and Furies and things like that. So, all right. Very cool. Very cool. Good luck, have fun. All right, so I have a bigger army than Nurgle. We're gonna run the bloats into the trees and just hope my opponent doesn't like look at my army right away. Let's actually put him like right in the corner. Maybe like you won't notice it if it's like off the minimap. What's gonna happen is they're gonna see it and just send their like some flying character over there to kill them, and I'm gonna be sad. Yes, yes. Yeah, anyone's welcome to join. You just have to have the mod downloaded. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need, my friends. That's all you need. Man, we've only been streaming for just over an hour. It feels like we've been streaming so much longer. Lamprey's Revenge. The crabs. Okay, so Furies, no surprises. If a Fury goes after a bloat, I'm okay with that. Because the bloats will wipe the Fury out when the Furies attack, and then we're in good shape. So, Nurglings in the tree line. Okay. I should have brought some extra ammo to really take advantage of that. All right, let's turn off fire at will. Go scout this army and just move up towards the capture point. We got the bloats moving into the trees. So the bloats will come out when the time is right. A Soul Grinder of Nurgle. Okay, I'm actually really glad I brought Count Noctilus. Because Count Noctilus should be able to trade at range with these things. Yeah, I actually didn't think of the double Soul Grinder. Because cannons, like, demons are pretty good at shutting down cannons. So, okay, let's rip a shot, do a little bit of scooting and shooting. And there he goes, he lines it up. And boom. All right, so that should do some okay damage, potentially. Yeah, nice, not bad. My opponent's starting to juke when they notice I'm shooting. Okay. Pull the doggos back. Depth Guard could hide in the trees. So we could hide the Depth Guard, one of them in the trees here, and the other one can hide in this tree line here, I think. And now they're going to start blasting me. Yeah, Cultist, Kugath. Okay, you know what? I might not have the right tools for defeating this army. I might not. I mean, I do have the 4 pistol mobs, but this is going to be a little bit scary. The Hard Knock Life is here. I could do a pistol summon. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Kind of juking back there. The bloats are going to be pretty much useless, unfortunately. My opponent went with like an SEM-based army, so we're gonna creep around here, and I could put some shots into Big Kugath. Start wearing him down a little bit. Granted, the Bombards aren't that devastating against like basic zombies, so not a huge deal. We can go ahead and do a pistol summon when we're ready. Let's kind of keep juking, and yeah. little bit of damage being taken. That's going to hurt. That was very unfortunate. All right, so let's pull these Depth Guard back. I should probably just keep them until late game. All right, so now we can turn. Noctil should be able to rip a shot. Boom. And he misses point blank. Love it. You gotta love it. The doggos are chilling. We'll save some Depth Guard for later. But yeah, Pistol Mob shooting at Kugath might be able to kill him eventually. It's going to take a while. Line the shot up. Okay, that's literally point blank and they're not even moving. Okay, there you go. Noctilus hard carry. Noctilus hard carry. Okay, looks like the cultist is kind of chilling. I still have good line of sight here. I could get the Scurvy Dogs to loop across. Oh, looks like one bloat is going to be ambushed here, so we need to like split them up. And yeah, we can just keep shooting with those. That's going to be fine. Kugath won't be able to get away once the fighting becomes embroiled, though. That's for sure. If you want to attack the bloats here with the Furies, I'm more than happy for that trade. Furies are just kind of camping there. And now we got pistol mobs. So let's get these guys moving up to do their thing. So pistol mobs and pistol mobs. Okay, no problem. We'll just kind of stomp on this cultist who's going to be doing a summon at some point. And Nurglings creeping around the side. Okay. Creepy Nurglings. Move you guys up, and we can pull Count Noctilus back. Having him fight the cultist feels kind of bad. All right, so Halberds, move up. Pistol mobs, you guys go here. And let's get one doggo here, one doggo here. Lamprey's Revenge pushing, and now we're just gonna kind of... Yeah, so we got Scurvy Dogs on both those guys, which is pretty great. Unfortunately, back here, there are some... yeah, we could keep attacking with the Scurvy Dogs. I think that's okay. One Depth Guard unit. Let's go after these Chaos Furies. The Hard Knock Life just creeping about, and we now have these guys just kind of trundling here. So let's just drop a summon. The bloats can start moving out. We'll get the bloat action. All good to go. Yeah, we did some okay damage, but now we need to pull the Scurvy Dogs back as like a defensive piece. Let's get the Bomber Mobs going here, and you guys come down here. Scurvy Dogs need to pick these guys off, and hopefully we're actually making some progress on these ones. Yeah, a little bit, but unfortunately it looks like it's a better trade for my opponent here. Okay, Lamprey's Revenge, do your thing. The bloats, not doing a whole lot yet, but hopefully in due time. These are Nurglings. We don't want to mess with the Nurglings, although it looks like the Bomber Mobs just straight up didn't go off there. It's very strange. All right, Depth Guard, let's go. Chew these guys down. Chaos Furies over here are starting to crumble down, so some of the Bomber and Pistol Mobs should be able to stabilize. We got Depth Guard coming out, so Pistol Mobs back. Let's get Noctilus fighting in there. Lamprey's Revenge, we should probably retreat them now. Should probably retreat them. And the big man here is, of course, causing some havoc still. All right, so bloats and bloats. Let's go find out who the most bloated one of them all is. Yeah, Depth Guard should be able to just butcher Nurglings, like no problem. Keep these guys back. Keep shooting at the big man. Lamprey's Revenge, just kind of retreat that way. Yeah, bloats aren't going to be super good here. It looks like the cultist is going after the bloat, so we need to like just kind of scatter to the winds and just be a bit of a meme. Doggos, yep, go mulch on those guys. And Lamprey's Revenge, let's get a big invocation. Should be pretty good. Heal those guys up. They are obviously going to be pretty high value. I don't know what the pathing is with these doggos. They're just having some serious problems. All right, doggos here. And the bloats can come around and go after these Chaos Warriors of Nurgle. And yeah, the Lamprey's Revenge not doing bad at all, man. Not doing bad. Some of the Nurglings are getting popped. Value trading's pretty even, which isn't good for us, but we are undead, so we have a lot of healing too. So it's not like we are without healing. We can definitely do a little bit of that as well. All right, so one bloat coming in, moving over to the top. The other secret agent bloat is coming back this way. Some of the Bomber Mobs did survive, so let's loop them down and under. Let's get Depth Guard going in to finish off these Nurglings. These guys come back, and hopefully we can finish off all those guys. Yeah, I do have the capture point. Doesn't matter too much, though, honestly. All right, doggos, let's go. And now you come about here, and we need to get you guys around the back and get on those Chaos Warriors if we can. If I can just land one bloaty boy shot, I'm going to feel pretty vindicated. Like, I'll feel pretty happy about that. Although most of our shooting's offline, so killing his big SEs is going to be super hard. Like, super hard. I mean, I guess we could play for the objectives a little bit. Okay, one bloat is getting hunted here. I don't know. Bloats should do more damage to when they hit single entities, I've always felt. Okay, so let's grab these guys down. We have these Scurvy Dogs. We still have our Depth Guard, but he's got a Mortis Engine and shit, dude. We're in, like, huge danger. We've basically lost this game, but we'll keep scrapping, of course. Okay, so shooting the Nurgle there. And let's get the Lamprey's Revenge back. We can just use a single target heal on them. Try and really maximize the effectiveness of those units. All right. So now this is, we can get a little cagey here. Okay, I don't think they see those Chaos Warriors there, or see those units, so. Do we shoot at Kugath? I don't think so. I think shooting at the soul grinders is probably better. Oh, yeah, because you can see he could just hunt them down basically. Yeah, the poor bloats, and it does like no damage either. Okay, what are these, Nurglings? Okay. So we still have the capture weight. Let's just try and clear off whatever we can. Depth guard, maybe depth guard can kill this. And we can get these halberds to move in here. Lamprey's Revenge just kind of keep memeing about. We do have bomber mobs. Let's get the bomber mobs in on the Nurglings. Maybe we can kill this cultist. Although there is going to be a summon coming soon as well. Okay, let's do you. And get a pistol summon coming out this way. That should be pretty effective. Yeah, he's trying to get some nice shots there. Very good. Yeah, Depth Guard, he's going to get a Plague Bearer summon soon, though. Unless he didn't bring it, which I assume he did. Okay, so Fleshy Abundance going down here. We still have the cap. We still have the cap, interestingly enough. The value trading is very even. It's very, very even. Okay, Depth Guard, can we finish that cultist? There's going to be 100% a Plague Bearer summon coming soon. Thankfully, that's just the summon, so it doesn't really matter if he kills it. Okay, let's get you Depth Guard around here. Krabos are still taking down Nurglings. Some Chaos Warriors and Kugath are basically all that's chilling. Yeah, Kugath is going to be hard to kill. He's very, very raid bossy for sure. So these doggos, we need to keep them alive to chase like down routing units and just scatter, and how are these Depth Guard dying here, dude? What the hell is this? Like, I have no idea how these Depth Guard are actually taking substantial damage. I guess they're okay. There's some Chaos Warriors here. Yeah, there's a little bit of support. Okay. So halberds are still bumping and grinding. We still have Lamprey's Revenge and the double soul grinders. Dude, I feel like it's going to take like 10 years for Noctilus to die too. Like, he's just going to be like an unholy immortal creature. All right, hard knock. We got the Depth Guard chilling. We got the crabs just kind of kiting back. We're up to 300 points on the cap also. That's kind of an interesting look. Yeah, these are just pistol summons, so we should probably just keep them here. Okay, so he hasn't gotten the capture point yet. So do we want to do anything with that? Can we do anything with that? Some of the little popcorn bandits here are still causing some havoc. Okay, so this is a Plague Bearer summon. So let's shoot down here. Nobody's like approaching the healing cap or anything. But let's get these guys back to the warriors and see if we can get on there. Yeah, you need 700 points. 700 points. Okay, Kugath. Let's just keep these shotgun crabs just waddling away. They actually do have the shotgun, so they can do some work with that. Do we want to do a Roth's Moondial here? Probably not a bad idea. Let's get the Depth Guard to go battle these Chaos Warriors. And let's go over here and just see if we can re-secure the point. All right. I don't know if Depth Guard will win that. I don't know. Looks like the summons are now gone. Let's just do an invo on these guys. All right, so it looks like we got the capture weight back. Roth's Moondial with a little bit of a surround here. Trying to take down the cultist who's shaken and stirred. And we can do a pistol summon like right over here. I think could be good. Although Noctilus is a little bit obstructed here. Although it said we were in range. There we go. Okay. I don't know why we weren't at that point. Those guys are shaken. Roth's Moondial tar pitting here. Let's come in and see if these Depth Guard can hold. Let's move up. Bring the Hard Knock Life over here. Kugath is coming on his motor scooter. He's on his way. He's seeking vengeance. Yeah, so I lost the capture point. Not that probably doesn't matter. Like, I feel like the grind would go on long enough, but it still is kind of like enough to make my opponent fight me here. Like, so if it was a weird situation, like where they, you know, wanted to fight out on the map or something, like it would be enough. How many summons do I have left? I have one invocation. Okay. Let's get a terror out on those guys, and that should swing the objective back to us. And we got Roth's Moondial Zombos. The crabs doing their thing. A lot of Nurgle SEs still alive. A lot of them. It definitely is like a walk down memory lane how like in land battle SEs are so good. In domination they're good too, but not as much because they can't have as much effect on the objective. So we got one more pistol summon. Probably pop an invo on these guys. How much wins do I have left? Okay, I have enough for like basically one more summon, so that's fine. Okay, so this thing is healing capped. I have the objective back. We have the crabs kind of holding him at bay. I could do one more summon here. Yeah, these Chaos Warriors are, yeah, they're terrified now, so that's good. All right, Chad, Depth Guard. You do your thing. Krabos are just kind of banging on these guys. And I don't know if Noctilus could actually win this fight. Probably not, to be completely honest. Although a pistol summon here would be good. Like a nice one right there. Okay. Here it comes. Let's get Noctilus to start blasting away at these guys. Depth Guard, we don't want them moving into the Mortis engine. You guys do this. And yeah, you can also just shoot here from the side, put them in guard mode, have them rip shots. And the crabs, they're holding it down. I'm going to have another Roth's Moondial soon, so we'll just pop that here. Are we actually going to have a game that, like, it's kind of like the the cap actually matters. Like, it kind of is getting to that point, isn't it? I don't have any more summons or anything, but yeah, we do get another little blob thing here. It's got some infested Nurglings. Okay, so those are like the fake ones. Hard Knock Life, just point blanking here. We're almost at 500 points. Interesting. Yeah, we're kind of not doing a whole lot though. Nurgle's being held by my Haggard summons, which are going to last another 20 seconds, and then that's basically it. I mean, I do have this pistol mob here, so let's get these guys to finish off this if we can. Noctilus can't shoot the broadside of a barn. He's literally been missing this thing for the past like 45 minutes. Yeah, no, there's no army losses, but at this point, neither of us probably would have army losses. To be completely honest, it wouldn't be like a thing. Yeah, so the crabs are going to crumble down. 500 points, but there's no way I can fight off these Nurgle single entities. Noctilus is a pretty god-awful fighter, so I don't see that happening. All right, so we do break that one character, which is nice. Let's get these depth guard back. We had the one crab fighting. Lampreys were pretty good, but I think I just needed more SEs to win this, or cannons or something. Like some sort of cheese like that would have been the way. These zombies, how are you doing? Let's get the depth guard over here to kind of go fight away from the Mortis engine. I do have another heal. So healing Noctilus is one thing. 530 points. It's getting a little bit danger close for Nurgle here. But like they should be able to get this objective back, right? I guess they're just not fighting on it or something. I don't know. Oh, you guys ready to see Noctilus trying to hit the broadside of a barn? It's time. Healing on the depth guard feels a little bit more cost effective. They'll trade into those warriors better, and yeah, the Hard Knock Life's going to go for it. So at this point, it's a scrappy fight. It's basically just Nurgle's characters now, nothing else. So like here's an example, right? At this point, I could run away in a normal, like if I wanted to be cheesy in a traditional land battle, but my opponent would have the capture. So, but that's still, at the end of the day, that still does give me a lot of time to regenerate shields or Winds of Magic cheese. So there's still, you know, some potential like cheeses that are on the table, right? There's definitely still some. So the depth guard have done it. So we waddle away here. We just keep chasing these Chaos Warriors to maximize the hunger. Hard Knock Life doesn't have enough magic to do pretty much anything. But Kugath has actually left the objective. You can see he's on his motor scooter. So now we can get these depth guard and turn around and actually we can fight with him. Wonder if we could actually steal the objective. Let's see how this goes. Alt X. Oh. Did the game sounds get turned off? Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Depth guard hustling back to the point. Probably going to start crumbling now. There you go. There you go. Come on, baby. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the game audio. Sorry about that, guys. The dreaded undead. Okay, so capture weight. It doesn't go that quickly. So GG, well played. Yeah, it was a fun game. Very fun game. Yeah, definitely need to bring more SEs to deal with that. It's a vicious cycle, MP. Yeah, there's... Like, I can see how Tzeentch could really abuse that. Like, late game, like a Tzeentch player or something like that could abuse it. Alright, so GG. Where's my opponent here? GG, well played. Okay, so now we will do one more match. And then we'll do... what's it called? Yeah, who do we play for the last match? Yeah, I'll play Cathay. I'll play some Cathay. And then we will do Graveyard of Altorf. What does that one look like? Does it still have that big tree line in the middle? Might be a little bit weird if we want to try and play Cathay. We'll just do Rift at the World's Edge Mountain. Yeah, fun stuff. This game has sound? It does. It does indeed. So we're going to be doing Tomb Kings versus Grand Cathay. Okay, so let's get this all set up here. Where are we? And here we are. All right. Tomb Kings versus Cathay. I think I have an idea of how this plays. Like, a lot of things in Dom and Land Battle are pretty similar, to be honest. Okay, let's pop this and this. Get you here. Okay, Tomb Kings will probably do a little bit of that funny business, so we probably want you guys. Clearing out the infantry is definitely a bit of a problem. It can be tough. I feel like junks are good. I mean, what do they have? They have Carrion. Carrion up in the sky, trying to fly. Guys, you got to pay for the sound DLC. You got to pay for it. Yeah, the barrier to entry in this game is very tough. It's definitely one of the big problems. It's just to get like, I mean, for multiplayer you don't need like all the games, but yeah, it's still like it's so expensive to get into this game. I've tried to pitch friends on it, and it's just like it's such a hard sell, to be honest. All right, so let's get a couple of you guys. Some glorious peasant spearmen, always welcome. And do we want to get any of this, like, the caster characters are so cool, like the astromancers and alchemists. It's a shame that they're not more commonly used. All right, so that's something to consider. Dealing with the infantry has always been one of the bigger issues, 100%. Junks are probably pretty good at that, I would wager. Yeah, I would imagine the junk in the trunk can get the job done. I feel like Cathay can be really toxic in this format, and like land battle in general. I feel like there's a lot of like really haggard cheese they can do. Just like with these boxes and terracotta sentinels and like Miao Ying healing and all that. Yeah, it's weird. All right, so what else do we got? The dreaded Wuzhing War Compass. Most feared artifact in the entire old world. All right, I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Let's have some fun. How's life treating you guys? We got some fun stuff coming up in a little over a week. We're gonna have Company of Heroes 3 is coming out, and we'll be starting our Blood Bowl streams as well. So for anybody who wants to play Blood Bowl, make sure you're in the Discord. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff. A lot of people have figured out how to beat Cathay. Yeah, I would wager so. I would wager that is so. I like this build. It's pretty fun. I think it's got some teeth. I love the Jolly Green Giant. The Jolly Green Giant's such a cool character. Miao Ying and 2 terracottas is pretty viable. Yeah. I would imagine, but I feel like it's beatable. It's like one of those gimmicks, but if you know it's coming, it's pretty easy to beat. So like, I feel like it's in that territory. Yeah, I don't mind playing against Cathay. I guess it depends on who I'm playing, but for a faction that has like, I feel like Cathay, Kislev, like they're better in, well, Cathay is pretty good in Dom as well. Let's go look at the win rates real quick, actually. Let's take a little bit of a peek over here and see. All right, so yeah, Cathay is sitting at 48% win rate, which is really, like anybody who's like in this ballpark, these guys are all doing fine, right? Like, and some of them are eating a little bit too well, but this is like, the fact that we have 23 playable factions in this game, and like we have this many factions in the mid-range of like 50% is really impressive. Like that's insane. A lot of people forget that. It's really easy to kind of shit on balance, but I would love to see Blizzard have 23 factions in StarCraft and see them balance it, you know? This is very impressive. There's a couple underperformers, a couple overperformers, but overall it's really not bad. It is going to be a busy couple weeks. It really is. Do you think you'll do a 4v4 on the release? Yeah, for Company of Heroes, for sure. I'm going to do a stream that day, and we'll do, like, everything. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, Missile Mirror kind of sucks because your opponents see it. They, like, see this effect being cast on the unit, so it's, like, it's just dog shit. Because any good player is just going to turn off that unit, and you're just going to have wasted, like, 10 wins of magic. Yeah. Yeah, there's things like that I wish that, like, your opponent couldn't see it. Yeah. But it is what it is. Otherwise, it would be a fun spell. It'd be a very, very fun spell. Okay, so about to get this party started here. And after this, we can do some matches between other players and we can cast it. Because my playstyle is very, like, you know, like, it's like, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I would like to see some, like, some other playstyles with this format. All right, so let's get you guys set up. We've got some Jade Warriors. Not going to have the most harmony, but they will have a junk, which I believe gives harmony, so. Jade Warriors will fight Chim King's infantry all day. Hey, Wookiee Claw. There you go. Okay. Double cannons. Obviously, cannons are pretty good against Ushapti Great Bows, all sorts of things like that. Unfortunately, there is a tree line, but it hopefully will do something. Move up with the junk. Dragon-Blooded Lord's just going to be basically using the wind spells. Jade Lancers to hunt things down, and we have the dreaded Wuzhing War Compass coming up with the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin to hunt anything powerful. Was Wookiee blocking you guys? I'm sorry. He's quite a tyrant. Wookiee tormenting me even in the afterlife. Wookiee really liked to troll me. I was his perpetual victim. How about you cast on a friendly unit mirrored spell and over? Oh, I'm not sure, Romaine. I'm not sure. I haven't actually tried that. All right, so what do we got here? Ushapti Great Bows. Yep, same fine. All right, let's get our cannons blasting. Oh my God, what a chat. He brought the terracotta, which actually is going to be kind of hard for me to kill. Granted, as long as the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin don't die in some stupid bullshit, I should be fine. Okay, let's go see what's cracking. Do we have any good quality infantry? We do. All right, so let's run into the trees here. I think 2 cannons will be enough to dominate the great bows in combat. Okay, looking good. Let's get the righteous lances back here. The junk needs to be a little bit closer before it goes, and yeah, now the shooting is going to begin. Oh, Cathay cannon sounds so cool. Although they missed every single shot. A little bit of a disappointment there, but it's okay. So let's get the junk to start blasting some of these guys and creep up around the side with you. I don't know what these spearmen are doing, but they need to get up and get active. I don't really care about the objective too much right now. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. That breath attack spell is really good. You can see it brought down those halberds to a pretty low amount of health. Shooting the blimp, I could run out of range. Let's actually just run out of range and save this thing. I think that's going to be a little bit better. Okay, so we just wait for another breath spell here. We're going to run the junk back and try and avoid it. Great cannons should be able to win the fight versus these great bows. 100% should. So there's going to be some funny business over here. I see some of you guys. Righteous lances just chilling on the defense. And let's do this. Increase damage. Yes, please. The way he's moving, that should be a direct hit. Yep. Nice. Cannons are getting there slowly but surely. We can send this battle line up. Okay. And that Titan's going to be a bit of a problem. What the hell is that? That's a necrotect on the far side. Okay. Yeah, we just got to defend our little backfield position. And now that the great bows are in a little bit of danger, I think we're okay. We do have some bombardments. We'll wait till they're a little bit stacked and fighting. It's going to be Cetra the Imperishable. So Cetra is going to be hard to deal with, 100%. All right, let's send you out here to go fight these guys and keep the righteous lances here. Seal the breach, and yeah, let's hope this frontline fighting goes well. We could move the junk over to get the harmony and get some like close quarters bombards. Let's do that. And we can also get a little bit of this going. Should be able to roast those infantry down. Cannons have almost got them. Let's get our character to go after this and get you guys shooting that. Also, let's take our righteous lances out there. I don't think we need them back here, and we can definitely start to cause some havoc. All right. Comet of Cassandora, yes please. And let's get the junk to start shooting at the Kepler Guard over here. Looking good. We can do the ward save ability on these guys to keep them fighting a little bit longer. And now we can go here. All right, so how are we looking here? Looks like these guys have intercepted adequately well. Let's get these Jade Lancers up to go hunt down these ones. And yeah, overall, it seems to be unfolding well. I think we're in a commanding position. The Chad Titan moving in, but the Tomb King's infantry has basically been eviscerated. We can move some spears up now to form a wall in front just to make sure we don't lose anything. Although dealing with Cetra, oh, it's foot Cetra, holy shit. All right, let's start hammering that Titan down. That thing's gonna be a pain in the ass. And there's no army losses either, so we might need to just actually grind it out on points, which is kind of a funny idea. All right, so yeah, we intercept those horsemen. I think the other ones have basically died over there, so they're not gonna do their thing. And yeah, the junk, yep, just keep going after these warriors, no problem. Cannons, I think get the job done here. Let's take the capture point, which is very, very small. And yeah, righteous lances go after that necrotech, the loose one, who's just kind of trolling us a little bit. The big Chad Titan's on his way over. All right, junk. Fortunately, some dudes still moving. Let's make sure to go here to keep the harmony active. We were able to catch some of the horsemen. And one unit of you guys do this while we keep shooting them in the back. Let's pull our character up. And the Wujing War Compass actually has another Comet of Cassandora, which we can happily do on top of the Kepler Guard. Oh, look at that. He put the moves on me a little bit. He almost snuck past me there. Yeah, I think our... Ooh, the Chalice. Not the Chalice. I'm so used to watching Bretonnia games lately. All right, let's do another bombard there. All right, so those guys need to get blasted. Righteous Lances should be able to kill that necrotect. We have the capture point. We're up pretty massively in value. I mean, I don't think there's any way they can come back here. I'd be pretty shocked. Let's go ahead and get this. Do a little bit of that. Roast those guys down. How are we looking? Yes, good, Anakin, good. Horses. Go finish those guys off. You guys can help with this. All right. It's funny. Here's what happens when you try and unsummon a unit, by the way. When you unsummon a unit, it puts a timer of 999 seconds on that unit. So it basically, like, you can't unsummon things, which is pretty funny. I'm sure some of you guys are maybe wondering how that worked. Righteous, are those the Righteous Lances? Are they on the big boy there? All right, let's move him over there. All right, so Cetra is still causing some grief. He's causing some problems, but We should be able to get our character over here to go deal with it. And looks like the Kepragard have been karate chopped. Cetra on foot. Foot Cetra. Doing its thing. I actually like Ice Guard. I think Ice Guard aren't as bad as people say. I think they're a decent unit. Okay, Righteous Lances pull back. We're gonna need someone to kill Cetra later. No army. This would be like almost army losses though. I have like a full army, but there are no army losses because they just can't. There can't be with the way that we're able to mod at the moment. All right, so Cetra is gonna take like 10 years to kill, so we can just sit on the capture point. Let's pop this. Get in there. Go after him. Get some Jade Warriors battling these guys. Cetra's just battling peasants. Who would have thought he would go out that way? Almost got the big Titan down. It's such a big target. You can actually cannon it while you're attacking it with, like, you know, things like these units. Yeah, we got another breath attack too. We could do that. All right. Yeah, pretty much GG. I don't think there's going to be anything else. No army losses here. Yeah, Streltsy are bugged in melee with their slash attacks. They still do stuff, but they're not working as intended. It's the same bug that Hammerers used to have for the Dowie. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. So I'll offer a fast forward here for my opponent. Okay, let's move here, pull over, get the Harmony. We'll move these cannons back to the edge of the map, and then we'll just start shooting Cetra if he doesn't leave. Yeah, I think Cetra is anti-large, right, with his little trident? Yeah, he is. Just the dreaded duel of spears is upon us. Yeah, Empire is very good in land battle, it seems. They feel good. I mean, Empire was decent in land battles in Warhammer 2 also. Oh, did I click fast forward? Okay. GG, well played. Yeah, Kislev is really fun to play. They're definitely fun. Taking a look at it, yeah. It worked out fine. 1100 here, we got our cannons getting good value. Great bows get wrecked by cannons pretty bad. But they still managed to accrue some value shooting at my sky junk. GG! Alright, so I'll do one more game myself and then we'll do maybe some casted games. Which spells would you like to see bound on a new unit? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure. It's a tough question. Okay, so Road to Talabheim. We can do Null and Outskirts, or a Graveyard of Eltorf. We haven't actually tested this one to see how this map looks. And we can do... We got wrecked by the Ogres earlier. That was pretty funny. Norska is a fun one. Beastmen are... You know, let's play some Beastmen. Yeah, Beastmen are badass. Beastmen are really fun to play. Hey, Dov, how you doing, man? I'm liking the mode. It's fun. Personally, I like domination a lot, but I also like land battles. I think if you are trying to host a land battle event, this is probably like would be easier because you don't need to have like the attacking rule stuff as much. But again, Dov, on that same note, we haven't had any like villainous players come in and like test it and really like test the waters of how broken it can be. I'm talking those players who like attack with one Marauder Horseman. You know what I'm saying? And like just spell cheese you, because you could theoretically do all that still. But like again, the objectives are ticking upwards. So doing that for a long time, more than 12 minutes isn't going to be playable really, but yeah, I really don't know actually. I don't know. I like it though. I think it's an improvement. I think it's an improvement for sure. So if you guys played earlier, feel free to play again. Looks like haven't had anyone join yet, so feel free to join again if you want to. I don't know what this map looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. The objective must just be like right in the middle of the map. Yeah, Daryl. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely needs more testing. We need to have like tournaments with it to see like when people get really competitive, like what they're going to be thinking of. Yeah. We need to see it like that. But again, for me, domination's still going to be like the main competitive format, like regardless. But yeah, I think I wouldn't mind hosting tournaments with this. Like I think it makes hosting tournaments a lot better. Okay, so we got the Plague Penguin. He's going to be playing Bretonia. I don't know who he's playing yet. Let's see. What is it going to be? Let the hate flow. Evenstar Moffat Jones. No, Evenstar wasn't Moffat. Evenstar was Ark in the Black, the old player who was constantly getting banned in Warhammer 2. Moffat was Voidlaws. They are different people. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's playing Bretonia. Oh, do I want to go Kazrak? No. I gotta like put on an effort to actually try and win. Plague Penguin's a really good player, so we don't want to mess around. Alright, so we got that. Forbidden Rods. Can we bring, like, Forbidden Rods on a... You know what? That's actually kind of an interesting idea. Okay. I like that. Okay, this is actually kind of a villainous build, I think. I'm trying to bring, like, a villain build. Okay, so that's just power recharge. Okay. So you're going to be able to get some action with those. You got them confused, yeah. I think everybody did. There was like so many conspiracies floating around of, you know, who's who, and yeah, it's always really funny. All right, so we're gonna have to deal with probably the Bretonnian cheese squad, like the what's it called? Yeah, the characters, like the Fey Enchantress and like her little goon squad of friends. So we need to be privy to that. That's like one of the big things that we got to watch out for here. All right, so we got a couple of you. I'm a big enjoyer of this unit. Oh yeah, it's like one of my favorite pieces to use. It's so fun. All right, all right. Yeah, I feel like that's overkill. We don't need that. That's too much. What we need is a Chad Bull in our army. Banner of Fallen Kings. No, thank you. Axe of Men makes them cause terror. Probably not worth. The Chad Bull is very fun. All right, so probably going to be some like Haggard Bretonnian archers as well. Goreherds are a pretty decent unit, like basic shielded gores. They definitely will get plowed by like Knights of the Realm and things like that, but or any knights really. Yeah, Plague Penguin has really good micro, really strong player for sure. Yeah, dealing with archer units is actually a bit of a pain. Jabberslythe with the weird Mortis engine? Is that like some wild MLG like shit we want to do? The dreaded Jabberslythe? Oh, the Jabberslythe. Who doesn't want a Jabberslythe, guys? Anyone who doesn't want a Jabberslythe doesn't know how to live. All right, so we're going to get one of those. Hopefully he's not listening to the stream. He's just like switching all his units to counter it. No, he's readied up already, so I think we're aces. All right. Yeah, man, let's have some fun. Plague Penguin's a beast. Really good player, too, so this will be fun. Get to practice my Beastmen. Oh, yeah. There, thanks, Gunhound. Appreciate it. 2v2 Dom, quench my thirst for big land battle type fights. Yeah. Dude, the 2v2 format, I think, is one of my favorites. I just wish... God, I wish Creative Assembly would give us dedicated servers, man. Because then we could do those live. Doing the 2v2 matches live would be so much fun. It'd be so much fun, but we just can't. It's like, oh, it's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. Dude, Jabberslythe is might be hard countered by the Grail Relic. Oh no! Gallahan, you told me too late. Yeah, the Jabberlife. Yeah. I brought some cool ass monsters. I got the Cygor ROR to just sit there and throw boulders at shit. I have I feel as if on this map it's just going to become like sitting in the middle. This map is like the Thunderdome of the new land battle here. Right? Like you're just sitting there and grinding in the middle. Yeah, it's going to be some hog wild shit. Okay, perfect. Oh man. Server plus chat DLC win? Probably never, dude. I actually, at the end of Warhammer 2, I had more hope for it. I was like, I think it could happen. But like, the more I just don't think so. Yeah. Just like seeing how long it's taking to get like some new stuff for the game. You know, I think their hands are full with other things. So like those like small priority things aren't going to be super big. The Wookiee Claw conquers all. It does. It does. Yeah, you know, if they let us set up our own server, I probably would. I would, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think you can. I looked into it because somebody was offering to help with that, setting up our own server. But yeah, like I could set up one and it would probably reduce lag pretty substantially. But yeah, it would be, I just want chat. Yeah, chat would be nice too. Like being able to get into a custom lobby and just talk to someone is a pretty big thing. All right, so we have a Goreherd front line, obviously pretty good. Shielded against peasant archers. They can fight, you know, battle pilgrims, all that sort of good stuff. And they are going to have their Minotaur homies with them. We got a Trader Shaman. Oh my god, what is with the mounts not working? God damn. That's the second time today, man. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Centaurs with throwing axes, whatever. He could just walk with the army. It's just going to be a blob fight in the middle anyway, so. Okay. Couple spears. Couple spears. Oh man, he was supposed to be on a chariot. Well, whatever. Maybe he's going to be harder to kill now. I don't really know. Man, that's a big ass Bretonnian army, guys. That is huge. That is a big army. Come on, Centaur throwing axes. Do the heavy lifting. The Jabber Scythe will valiantly lead the charge. As long as it doesn't get surrounded by Knights of the Realm. But I can also punish the rounds here. Hey, T-Rex push-ups! Enjoying the tactical appreciation of this format. Looks awesome. Thank you. Dude, thank you so much. That is a mega generous donation. And my friend, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm having fun testing it out too. I'd be curious to see what happens when we have like a higher stakes event with this though. When it's not just playing casually on stream. All right, so he's got... Well, I'm very, very happy that I brought the Jabber Scythe to actually Mortis Engine down these infantry. And he did not bring a Grail Relique. He did. Oh, the Grail Relique. Oh, man. Okay, so let's go out here and do a little bit of this. Just a big, ugly blob fight in the middle is what this is going to be. Alberic, we can definitely get him with some throwing axes. We do have a Gorble of our own. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Furby, I've been watching your channel for like 5 years and haven't donated a cent. Thanks for keeping us entertained and all the great work. Dude, oh my god, man, I don't deserve that shit. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. Holy shit, that is big. God damn, man. Thank you, thank you. That really does help out quite a bit. And it means a lot, seriously. Lately, YouTube's been pretty troll. They've been age restricting a ton of my videos. More so my streams. Not so much my like regular uploads, but yeah. So little things like that help out a ton. I can't thank you enough, man. Thank you, thank you. Dude, I don't even know what to say, man. Shoot me a message in Discord, man. We'll the wife and I will have to send you a cool piece of art or something, because that's just too generous. We got to give you something back. Okay. Let's do this. All right, let's go. Throwing axe is just kind of chilling out. The Jabber Scythe is going to be causing absolute havoc over here on the other side. And here we go. So we're fighting on the point. We got some knights trundling around the side. Where do we throw boulders at this point? Probably just on these Knights of the Realm on the far side here. Let's get the spears to just kind of buffer that off. Let's get the Minotaurs back. Just pull them back this way and just get you guys to start butchering some of these peasants here. Okay, looking good. Centaur's in here. Let's get the Jabber Scythe up. You're here, and Gorble. Gorble can just kind of move up here. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we are doing okay. Although that Peasant Archer fire on our Minotaur Great Weapons definitely sucks pretty bad. Okay, let's go here after the Grail Guardians, and the Big Daddy is on his way. So he's coming over. Let's get you guys there. Oh, pulls back. Okay, no problem. He's watching. The boy is watching. And the Jabber Scythe isn't going to be able to do too much there. We don't really have any good targets for Traderkin quite yet, so we gotta play it patient. Just a big, ugly blob fight right here. All right, boulders. Let's just start throwing boulders at these Grail Guardians. It's going to feel very cost effective. Let's go here with Gorble. Gorble's going to have some fun. Minotaur Great Weapons. Let's get you guys back. Have you charge over here. And do this. And can we get him with the eye more sleep? We can't. The eye is watching, but it's trying its best. All right, Gorble. Jabber Scythe, you Mortis Engineing things down? I think so. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, nice boulder shot right there. And we can get a Traderkin like right here. That should do some fat damage. And it's off. All right, great. So that's going to hit some other units. Let's go here. Get these Knights of the Realm. And we need to snare them down. So they're going to get snared. And the Minotaurs should be able to get on them. Minotaurs here. And you guys can go help with these Knights of the Realm. Come on, Minotaurs. There we go. All right. So we do get the big charge right there. That was good. And also we did get the Traderkin, which was decent value. Some Gores are still fighting. And the Jabber Scythe's causing havoc wherever it goes also. Yeah, those guys still able to get away, even with that snare. They were able to kind of create some distance there. All right, so keep hunting. Centaurs, one of them taken offline. I don't know how my character got so low. Jesus, was he being just shot by Peasant Archers and that's what did it? That's some crazy shit. All right, Jabber Scythe man, keep causing havoc in the ranks. You pull back here. Looks like there's some Knights coming back, so we need to head them off again. Fat boulders in the face on those Knights, but really the boulders aren't doing as much as I would have liked. What does he have back here? Yeah, we'll just keep throwing at the Grail Guardians. Retreat you guys back. Do this. We got you guys. The snare is on cooldown at the moment. And let's just surround these guys and finish them. Should be able to just karate chop them with just sheer numbers at this point. Dude, people always try and kill Jabber Scythes, but they're so slippery. They're so incredibly difficult to kill. It's pretty wild. All right, so are we going to hunt down these Knights? Yeah, they're wavering. Centaur should be able to chase them off the battlefield, which is a win for us. So now we start throwing at the Grail Guardians here. And the Jabberslythe needs to just keep trolling, basically. And we need to, like, keep our caster alive. I have no idea what's going on with that shit. That's some weird, weird stuff. Let's get the 2 Centaurs to chase those knights off. It looks like we did. So they are broken, but let's make sure to shatter them so they can't come back and haunt our dreams once more. Minotaurs. Is there any knights chasing us? I don't think so. So still just throwing boulders. And, yeah, he's just living his best life. Let's just throw some boulders here, man. That's going to be pretty good. And we can go after these Grail Guardians here, actually. If he stays in combat a little bit too long, we can definitely dogpile on them. Oh, looks like he's not going to. Okay, he's going to pull back. Okay, so back behind the trees you go. We have some infantry who can move up here. And it looks like Bretonnia is pushing up now, which is fine. We'll get the Jabberslythe to go in and support the boys. Unfortunately, that Grail Relique is such a hard carry, like in disguise. Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, let's move you guys up. Get 1 unit of Minotaurs hitting these Grail Guardians. We should be able to get like a fat one right there. Yeah, that's going to do some big damage. That will do some big old juicy damage, ladies and gentlemen. Hit everything there. And Alberic is also a little bit trapped up here, so we might be able to get some work done. Pull you guys back. Do this. Let the Jabberslythe Mortis Engine things. Minotaurs avoided. We did avoid the charge from the Grail Guardians, which is good. And now these Knights of the Realm can get countercharged here. All right. Go, go, Jabberslythe, man. Go, go, Jabberslythe. All right, let's trap up these Grail Guardians and beat them down a little bit more. We got some halberds coming in, so let's get you guys battling the halberds. And yeah, the fight hopefully here will go well. We got the Minotaurs in there. Unfortunately, some of those archers are still causing fat havoc. Traderkin's on cooldown right now. Okay, so let's pull both Minotaurs back and just collapse on these guys. A little bit of a 2v1, the double Mino. Hopefully gets the job done. As the big chungus monsters still bumping and grinding. Let's get our Centaur throwing axes back. Totally forgot about them. No idea what the Jabberslythe's doing. But yeah, looks like these Grail Guardians are getting hammered pretty good. So let's go in guard mode, start throwing some boulders at these ones. The value is pretty much dead even, but I think he has more healing than me, so he's probably going to be getting the last laugh, essentially. Okay, so let's just park these throwing weapons here. And we get another fat Traderkin. That's going to be a devastating one, actually. That's going to be really good. Oh, yeah, that Traderkin was money. Okay, so we just got a huge Traderkin on his whole army, which pulls us ahead in value. And the Jabberslythe, the Chad, I'm trying to like make that work, but so far it's not. Do we have enough for another one? We do. Throwing weapons here also doing nice damage. Okay, so some of the Minotaurs are back. But these guys, Gorble, what the hell happened to Gorble? I don't know where Gorble went, but he definitely needs to get back and get this party started. All right, Jabberslythe. Keep throwing boulders, or excuse me, the big scary here. Gorble needs to get back in there, and we are dragging these units down. We'll have another Traderkin soon. Yeah, I mean, both armies are just beat to hell. But he has healing, like I said, so he's probably in pretty decent shape. Okay, do we have enough for another one of these? We will in a second. Oh, that does damage us. That's right, that's how we were taking damage. Yeah, I think it's not blobbed enough, so we gotta like play it a little bit safer. Dude, these Grail Guardians are so low, it's nuts. All right, you kill the Grail Relique. You guys come here. Centaurs just keep kiting back, and Bray Shaman Man needs to hide in the trees and hope my opponent doesn't notice it. Cygor, we can just march after these. Jabberslythe in danger, but Gorble might be able to salvage that. Gorble is a pretty good fighter. All right. The Chad Bro Scythe? Yeah, okay. We're getting some good names here. Minotaurs aligned in the trees. So, see, he has the capture point right now. I think most of the big boys have been kind of knocked down. The Jabberslythe is still very much alive. And his archers are pretty good on ammo. Let's get the Jabberslythe in the tree line and get the Cygor back. Gorble needs to run now. We don't want Gorble to get trapped in a bunch of like halberds or something. Okay, I like mostly just crappy units now. So we can force another Traderkin blob here. So I'm gonna, yeah, but the damn Grail Relique. Yeah, Gores are on their way back in. So we can send in the Jabberslythe now. Where do we want to throw boulders? Probably into these numerous archers here. And let's try and get a big fat Traderkin right here. That's gonna be big. That'll do some big damage, I think, to all these like halberds and stuff. Okay, let's get you guys in here. The two Minos need to hide in the trees. It does quite a bit, but dude, you know what's actually gonna beat us is the Grail Relique. I think the Grail Relique is the big problem. Okay, so I don't want to stroke the Forbidden Rod. Alberic's up in the sky. The Jabberslythe finally died, but He's got a lot of like durable Bretonnians out there with the Grail Relique. Okay, let's get back into the tree line a little bit. Like the value, army value is pretty even, but he can definitely sit on those points a little bit better. Like I just don't have anything to kill his men-at-arms. If he lands with Alberic, we might be able to get him with the gaze here. Yeah, so he's chasing with these men-at-arm polearms. Do I have like any infantry nearby that can do anything about this? No, not at all. Really cool fight though. It's been a fun one. This map is definitely like the Thunderdome map. Get you, and let's just lock down those knights. I think it's worth trying to kill them. Yeah, let's get those Grail Guardians, and you guys get your throwing axes there. And maybe we can terror route since he doesn't have the the tools out here, like the Grail Relique and all that. Okay, so those guys are shattered, so let's just kill these men-at-arms next. Get like a full surround on them. Hey, the Jabberslythe was pretty good though. I'm not like unhappy at all about the Jabberslythe guys. It was a nice little run they had. Okay, so we're gonna get in there, try and hammer these guys down. It looks like we do get the break. Fat boulder to the face. These are but Knights of the Realm. All right, let's retreat with you guys. Gorbel is still here. Gorbel helps. Centaurs pull back, use their throwing weapons. Yeah, Gorbel might be able to do some raid bossing. I'm not sure. He doesn't cause terror without the item though, so there's that. Okay, let's just get this Knight of the Realm. Looks like they're broken, which is great. And we can just have the big boy fight there, and we can cycle charge with the bull. All right. So the big bull is going to be jumping in, causing some havoc. We're going to keep our character nearby here. We should go ninja the objective, dude. That would be the ultimate MLG play. How many more Traderkins do we have? Okay, not too many. So we get the terror route. See, he doesn't... Yeah, the Grail Relique is what's winning it for him, dude. Because without the Grail Relique, we actually just get these chain terror routes on his army. And now that the Grail Relique is getting close, it's like, it's actually a little precarious. Okay, so, because we have to like break it the old-fashioned way. Dude, why is our leadership so like crazy? We actually have like two dudes here just fighting tooth and nail. All right, let's get some spears in there to try and help out a little bit. You guys go around the side. We can go attack here, and pull these Centaurs to come help against these Knights of the Realm here. And yeah, do we want to like use it back here, the Traderkin, or do we want to use it up on these? Tricky choices. He's almost out of ammo too, though. Hopefully he comes in a little bit. I guess we can actually catch like a couple units like this. Yeah, it's probably about as good as it's going to get, to be honest. Okay, so we do catch Alberic in it, which is nice. A couple of those units do get broken down. He's taking the value lead back, though. Our big man is in trouble. Dude, look at these Chad Grail Guardians just never giving up, dude. It's crazy. Let's go steal the point, maybe? Yeah, our Cygor is going to fall. Come on. Go. Come on, Cygor. Get back. We need to get him out of range of that damn Grail Relique, dude. That thing is just unholy, what it's been able to do. Have the Great Bray Shaman fight for a minute. Some Peasant Archers getting into melee. Trying to run away with these guys. We're going to go run over these Men-at-Arms on the point, though, and like try and take that back. Okay, no terror route, unfortunately. Didn't get the job done. It looks like your boy Alberic might actually land here now. He's been thinking about it for some time. Now, let's go see the viability of like a back cap. Pretty sure we're just toast, though. This was a good game, though. This was really fun. We both brought fun armies. Like, he didn't bring Fae. I didn't bring, you know, I brought the Jabberslythe, some other cool pieces. Okay, so we're gonna steal this point. Yeah, Centaurs get on there, they buckle them. Let's run to the middle. It's funny, like the domination instinct is like, you know, it's here. It's like, oh, gotta ninja that point. The big man and the Bray Shaman might come back too. Okay, the big man is back. Alberic should be able to make pretty quick work of him though. Okay, so we're stealing the point right now. There's a couple Men-at-Arms coming over for it. Ah, he broke it. Yeah, he got it. Oh, come on, give it to us. Yeah, we'll spare him the chasing. GG, great game. That was fun. Dude, the Grail Relique won him that game. Without the Grail Relique, chain terror routes and he loses. But dude, that one Grail Relique. Oh, so good. So good, dude. I love it. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Traderkin's insane. Minotaurs did fine. Jabberslide 1300 value isn't bad. Cygor also got decent value, but wasn't. We couldn't deal with the Grail Relic, dude. It was too strong. GG, well played. That was fun. Goddamn, dude. And again, Furby, man, I just want to thank you. I can't thank you enough, dude. That's way too generous of a donation. And please shoot me a message in Discord. We got to get you something. All right. Well, here we go. Grail Guardians did good, I think. I mean, they held and they tanked. He brought a badass build too, but it was so fun, dude. That was just a great one. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I will host a lobby. Where is turn stream lobby? Okay, host game as a spectator. And some folks can join, and we'll do like 1 or 2 games here to close it out, like between players, so we can like really watch the nuances of things. Yeah, Traderkin does a ton of damage. It's really good. It's really good. So if we can get 2 players in here, we'll do it. Dude, Furby, again, man, thank you. And please message me in ye old Discord. All right, 1 sec here. Perfect, looking good. We have a tournament of this format starting soon tonight. I think it starts in, let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Don't know. If you guys did play earlier, feel free to head on back, but not too many people have the mods installed, so maybe, okay, someone does join. We'll do Borderlow Landing and Grim. All right, so we got Grim versus Legio. So go ahead and just pick whatever factions you guys want. Just have fun with it. Dwarves versus Demons of Chaos. Or no, please don't do a Dwarf Mirror match. Come on, guys. Come on. I know you can play more than Dwarves. Oh my god, why, dude? Why? The one game we want to cast. Yes, the hero, Legio. That's right. Switching it up. Hey, Turin, as an Empire fan, do you know anything about Austin's? No, I don't. Great Sword Regiment. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Ethelwolf. No, I've never heard of those. Okay, so we have the Demons of Chaos versus Dwarves on Borderlow Landing. We'll see how this unfolds here. Dude, I thought we were going to get a mirror match. Oh, man, that would have been hellish. What a bleak way to have ended the stream that would have been. Just like some miserable Dowie mirror match with no army losses. Oh, God, that's just a hellscape. No, I'm not going to be casting tonight. No, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break and working on some other videos. But I will be streaming all week, basically. Every single day, I'll be having a stream. Tomorrow's Age of Empires. Wednesday will be Total War. Thursday will probably be Age. Just kind of alternating back and forth. And then I'm going to be scheduling a 2v2 tournament soon too. I don't know which day, but I want to do it on the weekends. Maybe the 18th or something. We'll do one. Yeah. Vampire count versus Nurgle just to test the limits of the timer and everyone's patience. Yeah, you know that. I think vampire counts kill Nurgle quicker. I think because the Blood Knights and like Scab Scrates and they also have a good Mortis engine. I feel like vampire counts are favored versus Nurgle. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Yeah. Furby, thank you again. And if we have any mods in chat, if you guys could drop Discord links, that'd be greatly appreciated. Man, thank you for that 500. I can't, dude. It's just too much. Thank you. We could do a 2v2 land battle. Yeah, sure. You want to do one to close? Yeah, after this game, we'll do a 2v2 to end things. Yeah. You will do it. See how many players we got signed up for the event tonight. Looks like I got a handful of players trying it out, which is cool. The True Bretonian playing tonight. Umais, yeah, a lot of people I recognize. Maybe some folks from the old land battle days will... Felcon will emerge and conquer the world once more. Yeah, he's a beast for sure. Okay, yeah, and then we got a Swiss tournament tomorrow. I think I might want to play in some of these tournaments. 100%. Okay, looks good. All the settings are fine, and we should be getting started in a minute. So Dwarves versus Demons of Chaos, usually going to be Be'lakor show. Like, Be'lakor is really good in land battles, and Soul Grinders of Nurgle can be okay against Dwarves too, but if Dwarves have cannons, they can certainly punish that, so you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Yes, Gunhound, your birthday's this week, isn't it, Gunhound? We'll do an Age stream on your birthday. We could do some, like, depending on what you want to do some, like, 2v2s. Yeah, True Bretonian. the Dark Lord of Bretonia. I wonder how he'll play in land battles. I would imagine he's got like a foundation of having played before. You guys want to go to I'm going to take the wife to Applebee's for Valentine's Day. Is that the running meme? Yeah. I don't think we have one. Let's see what the nearest one is. Nearest. Okay. Okay, there is one. There is one. It's about 40 minutes away. If I wanted to get to an Applebee's. Are we going to see some more of that Company of Heroes 3 gameplay? Oh, Bruno, yeah, dude. That doesn't come out till the 23rd, though, so 10 more days. So a little bit over a week, and we'll be back playing that. I'm going to be streaming that like every day after launch for a couple days. It's having a real big hype, and also hosting a tournament as well. I'm going to be hosting a Company of Heroes tournament. Like, once we find out that the game is like stable and has the means of hosting events and spectating lobbies and things like that, then yeah, we're going to go ham. Finally managed to catch a stream, and it is land battles. Yes, it is. It is. We've had some great fights today. Honestly, a ton of really, really good fights. Everyone has Applebee's. Yeah, it's true. Your birthday's tomorrow, Cody. Hey, happy early birthday to you, man. Hope it's a good one. In Brazil, Applebee's is like a super cool place. Is it the same in the? Oh, you're saying there's a? Are you telling me there's an Applebee's in Brazil? Applebee's in Brazil. No way. Oh wow, there is. No way, that can't be the same place, is it? In Sao Paulo? Wow. They legitimate do no in America. Applebee's is more of like a haggard place. It's like more of a meme. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that in other countries. Like when you go to I remember when I was visiting Poland, like some of the fast food places were actually better than they are here. Like the inside was nicer, and it seemed like the food was maybe a little bit better. Whereas like here, like the places were really shady. At least the ones like I was going to in LA. I never played Halo Wars 2, Austin. Hey, Katarina, $10 for 10 more days. Can't wait for Company of Heroes 3. Neither can I. Oh my god, I'm so eager for it. I'm so eager. Oh, thank you for the donation. Everyone has Applebee's, says Gunhound in all caps. Yeah. I did not think that. If anybody like missed out on the meme of that, why we talk about Applebee's so much on the channel, the reason is because I was talking about like the working in corporate America and like how they treat their employees, and when I was nominated for Employee of the Year at one of my old jobs, and they I literally made them like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they gave me a $10 gift card to Applebee's as a prize. So that's like the history of that. And like I'm pretty sure a burger at Applebee's is like $13, so I like could only get an appetizer with it. It was just like the disrespect. I actually thought it was funny though. I wasn't upset or anything. It was just like, yeah, pretty wild. All right, so for the mighty Dowie army, it is going to be dwarf warriors. We got blasting chargers in the back, Thoric Ironbrow, a couple guns to put some DACA onto soul grinders and SEs. Honestly, guns can be good against, like, even though demons are lightly armored, if you're trying to shoot a flying target, guns are exponentially more effective at like shooting a big flying mobile target than bows. So yeah, that's basically how you jam. Got some artillery in the back, waiting to be attacked by Furies, I would imagine, and that is going to be it. On the other side, we got Nurglings into the sunset, Exalted Bloodlighters, which of course do very well against dwarves if they're not being shot. I mean, if these things are allowed to just fight dwarf infantry, they will kind of grind and bump against those things all day and accrue some pretty serious value for you. Blood Shrine of Khorne. In the sky, we got Zarevic, the Feathered Prince. Interesting. Blue Fire spam against dwarves isn't terrible, I suppose. Blue Fire spam in general is just good. But yeah, there might be some better princes. The Nurgle Prince, I feel, might be a little bit... No, although this guy does have the regenerating shield, which is very, very nice as well. Gunhound says, I'm down for AoE on Wednesday. I've got a hard out at 5 p.m. my time, at 2 p.m. yours. All right, sounds good, Gunhound. We'll do it on Wednesday then. We'll do AoE on Wednesday. You got it, my friend. You got it. I did get a handshake. The handshake was pretty priceless, yeah. No, it was good. Yeah, it's a fun story. It's a fun story. Good times. It was an eye-opening thing, you know, because you're like, oh man, I should probably figure out like a way to do my own thing. You know, that was like a very good moment in my life. I was like, it was a reality check, you know. Yeah. After Applebee's turn became a jaded warrior. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I love that job though. It was a great job. But yeah, aside from that. All right, on the other side, we got two Screamers of Tzeentch chilling in the bushes. It's funny, maybe they think they're still playing Dom. Now, Screamers of Tzeentch against dwarves doesn't seem like a great pick. They do have armor piercing, mind you, but they themselves are so squishy. And they really rely on that bonus versus large. I mean, I guess they could kill a Dwarven artillery crew, or are they designed to kill Thorek, who is large? I don't really know, man. There's some funky ideas that are at play here, so we'll have to see. On the backside, Nurglings, 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 and more Nurglings on their way up. Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne are going to be hustling. And on the backside, we do have Ye Olde Blood Shrine of Khorne chilling out as well. Zarevek the Feathered Prince lurking in the trees. Going to be keeping an eye on the prize. Nakamura! I nominate you as the Streamer of the Year on the Turin YouTube channel. Thank you, man. I had some stiff competition. I'm not going to lie, Nakamura. Hey, I hope you're doing well, man. And Nakamura, if you want to join us on Wednesday, if we do an Age of Empires stream in the morning, you should be off work by then. You could do some team games with us, or with Gunhound and I or something. It could be fun. We'll talk. Hidden in time. So we do see the dreaded Zarevek the Feathered Prince is invisible. Going to be creeping on up here, looking to get some blue fire. Dwarves definitely have an okay army. Are they going to be able to defend everything? I mean, I think they have the tools to win. The guns obviously can train here on Zarevek and do some work. Look, he ambushes with the blue fire. Oh, and the blue fire is going after the Master Engineer, which is actually a mistake. If you're watching this back, Legio, you should be using the blue fire on the Thunders. I know it seems like a weird choice, but if you shoot them from the side and they're very tightly packed, you can actually do some really, really good damage against those bad boys. So, Giant Slayers are chilling here, and we do have Ye Olde Catapults in the back, so the Grudge Thrower is going to be settling some grudges with the Exalted Bloodletters, which is a very, very good call. And there they go, kind of getting teed off on a little bit as they run into the trees, not taking any casualties yet. A little bit of a kind of explosive damage tickled their pickle, but nothing terribly substantial as the battle does rage on here. Blood Shrine of Khorne is going to be ambushing in. I can't help but think this is going to be a disaster for the Blood Shrine. And now we see the blue fire, and you see what I'm saying? He got it. Blue fire being used on the infantry units, which are in a side formation, is actually very cost effective. And it was able to do, you know what, like 10-15% damage, and yeah, not terrible at all. So the Blood Shrine of Khorne is here, and is going to be retreating into the trees as the dwarves move up. But the capture point is going to be going to the forces of the Demons of Chaos. Demons of Chaos going to be able to move up and grab this, and that will, you know, force the dwarves to advance up. They won't be able to kind of sit back for as long as... I mean, they can sit back for a good, 5, 6, 7 minutes and shoot, but the demons really should grab the objective. But if, again, this is like a brand new format, so people are still getting used to it, and yeah, we'll see what happens, man. On the backside, we do have the Feathered Prince kind of cackling about, circling, and the dreaded lag reminding me that we probably shouldn't do a 2v2 on the live stream because it'll just be a lag fest. But yeah, 2v2 tournament's going to be coming this week. We'll be doing some sweet 2v2 action as well. And we could even try, although I think domination is really good for 2v2. Like the reinforcements in 2v2 are very fun and I think thematic as well. But yeah, something to consider. We do have the Blood Shrine sitting in the trees. The dwarves are kind of chilling up here. And I would love to see some Nurglings get on the point. We do see the order. So we see the old popcorn bandits moving up, and they're going to be moving on over to Objective 2 to grab it. And then we got more Nurglings in the back moving their way in. In the backside, Screamers of Tzeentch hanging out. We got one Screamer here and the other. The dwarves are very ready for it, though. You can see Grim FTW is going to be sitting here with the Master Engineer and double guns, trained on these with Giant Slayers protecting them. So Giant Slayers will obviously crump super hard. Feathered Prince thinking about getting in there, but the dwarves really should move up and try and secure the middle if they can, but I understand they're a little bit apprehensive, as the Feather Prince is going to be juking back and forth. Now, on the far side, we do see the objective being taken by the Popcorn Bandits. So the little Nurglings here are going to be rolling, blasting that Limp Biscuit, and they're going to be getting that point very quickly, obviously, infantry. I wonder, like, what the capture weight dynamics are. Goji and or Umais, if you guys are in chat, is the capture weight the same as domination with infantry versus cav? And so if it were being contested, how would that actually play out? So the Feather Prince chilling in the back. It looks like the demons are trying to get a bit of a full surround. The dwarves are moving up now, realizing that, if they just sit back here, they're eventually going to be losing the game. Attacking rule break. Somebody must be... Yeah. No attacking rules. We don't need them because there's an objective, and that's going to be forcing the player to attack. So we do see the Dowie army marching up, and this gives the demons an opportunity to come in and cackle and do a little bit of poking and whatnot. The Blood Shrine of Khorne moving over from the side, going to be running into the blasting charges, trying to take them out, but the blasting charges with gun support should be a-okay. The Master Engineer does also have a flash bomb, so flash bombs are really good at slowing down units that come in and try and penetrate into your lines. So if you flash bomb this thing, it's going to get wrecked pretty bad. Blasting charges going in, so very, very good play there. Using the Blood Shrine to absorb the blasting charges is pretty MLG, but the Dwarven guns are going to be unleashing a hellish salvo of fire onto this, and you can see that thing's taking some big, big damage. So obviously the Blood Shrine's going to want to escape here. Master Engineer wasn't close enough to drop the smoke bomb. Oh, but it looks like the flash bomb did go up here. So both these flying screamers are going to be bombed down now, and the two Dowie guns going to be training their guns on them and doing some fat damage once again. We're seeing the Dowie powder sing as it does some really good work. Thoric in the front line going to be popping the Rune of Doom soon. Dwarven infantry are going to get annihilated by the Khorne infantry, but the Nurglings they should trade reasonably okay into. Giant Slayer is going to be feasting like the heathen kings of old here. They're just going to be cutting through these screamers, and yeah, that's going to be an absolute massacre right there. These guys are taken apart down to 13 models. We do see Zerevik, the Feathered Prince, attacking, and one of the gun units is going to be taking some big L's. And really nice play here by the Khorne player, by Legio. Getting the Exalted Bloodletters to come up and through the tree line like this, and then jump in and just have them massacre a very expensive unit of the Dwarves is a huge play. Granted, Giant Slayers will fight back and probably get them to like 40%, but I would still say that's a very cost-effective play for Khorne, and they're still going to be causing havoc. Huge gun line turning, going to be blasting into Zerevik, the Feathered Prince here. We do have it, the Master Engineer with his long rifle, shooting into the Exalted Bloodletters. More blasting charges coming in as well. Blasting charges going to be tickling into the Exalted Bloodletters on the back and helping to equalize that fight. So good play there by Grim. Both players fighting pretty damn hard, man. The value is pretty close. Demons are behind by a little bit. But they do have these Flamers in position, and now we see the Hellforged host coming on over in a flank. This is going to be some nasty damage as the Flamers of Tzeentch do bathe the Dwarven artillery in the backfield in hot warp fire, and that is going to be breaking those units. As the Feathered Prince does get popped a little bit, objective is still owned by the Demons of Chaos. Dwarves obviously could easily take it at this point by sending a single Dwarf Warrior over there, which wouldn't be a bad idea. And finally, the Exalted Bloodletters on this side do go down, but not before they take down a Giant Slayer and also do some big damage to the other units there. Hellforged Host is in here. Sadly, Giant Slayer is going to have to pick up the mantle, but honestly, Giant Slayer is a little bit more cost-effective against Hellforged Host because they have armor piercing against the armor of the Host, which has, 70 or 80 armor, I think, on the Hellforged Host? Yeah, pretty good stuff. 80, I think, is what it is. But Flamers of Tzeentch still cooking a lot of the Dwarven infantry. They could obviously be pretty problematic. Flamers of Tzeentch can really kite the Dwarves incredibly well. They have 50 speed, so, Slayers, I think, are in the low 40s. Gyrocopters, of course, can chase them down, but there's not going to be any gyros or anything like that, so... And correct, yes, the funds are the exact same for land battle, so 12,400. It's basically what you guys were used to in Warhammer 2 and since the dawn of time. Thunder's continuing to blast here. They'll be very good against the Hellforged host. Rune of Doom is fat here, though, guys, from Thoric. And there's a reason why he's the only competitive Dwarf Lord if you really want to win. He gives melee attack to your whole army. So he actually sauced up these Giant Slayers here, and they were causing a ton of havoc. The fact that the Dwarves have enough guns left on the battlefield, I think, is going to be a big issue for the Demons. Because what's going to happen is the guns are eventually going to finish off their threats in the backfield, and they're going to be able to turn their guns onto the Blood Shrine, start taking out the Flamers of Tzeentch. Mind you, the Flamers of Tzeentch are going to run out of ammo on their own as well. So Dwarves cleaning out the Nurglings with Thoric. That objective should be flipping to the Dowie very soon. Not that it matters. There's no rush. This is land battle with domination capture points. It's not domination capture points with land battle. Land battle really is what's being emphasized here, and you can really see that. So Zerevik, the Feathered Prince, hidden in time, trying to escape with the guns of the Dwarves. Very accurate. The old Deadeye will get them, as we see the Hellforged host. No, more Exalted Bloodletters pushing into the backfield. And this could be a big comeback for the Demons. If they can actually finish off these Thunder units with these Bloodletters, which have 38 speed compared to the Dwarves who only have 28 speed, that's going to be a big win. And you know what? The Feathered Prince might be able to get it. I'm seeing the Demons of Chaos start to get some momentum here. I didn't see this other Bloodletter unit, but now they're moving in, and I think the Dwarves could be in some serious danger. You have to remember, a lot of the Dwarven value is also tied up in your boy Zerevik, and he's still at half health, and he has his shields that are going to be regenerating. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a problem, to say the least. So, Grudge Thrower trying to make its way back in. Flamers chasing things down. We do have Dwarf Warriors coming back, but Dwarf Warriors have basically zero chances against the Blood Shrines. Blood Shrines regenerate in combat. They're anti-infantry. They're armor piercing. Dwarf Warriors with their 28 weapon strength and no AP are never going to be able to get through the damage of a Blood Shrine, like ever. It's going to take a million years. There would have to be just an insurmountable amount of dwarves. But yeah, honestly, it looks like the Demons took this one over. Man, that was a really quick change of pace. Like, I didn't see the Bloodletters and the other infantry that were still very much alive, but once they're able to kind of catch these Dwarven troopers in the back, you can see the tide start to turn. So Dwarves are going to be trying to consolidate back to the middle. Dwarf Warriors moving up, and these ones going to be retreating back to Thoric in the middle. Thoric certainly needs to be helping things out. As we do see blasting charges, they have a little bit of volley fire. They might be able to bring these Nurglings down to like half health before they get karate chopped. But the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne, man, blood for the Blood God, causing huge havoc as these Dwarven infantry are just basically purged. And there they go. Good night, sweet princes. And yeah, I think the Demons got this one in the bag. Zerevik with cycle charging will probably be able to kill Thoric, and your boy Master Engineer here is also going to be circle beaten. So, and that's what's really cool. Like, there's tons of restrictions on cycle charging in traditional land battle rules, but here we don't have to worry about it. Because again, like if you're cycle charging somebody who's on the ground and has control, they're getting victory tickets. So in a way, that's like counterbalancing that a little bit. Granted, I'm sure it still could be abused a little bit, but I definitely think this mod is a big improvement to land battle, and just a big shout out to Umais and Gojira for putting this together, as well as the map makers. You guys have made something that's pretty great, and I think it's a great foundation upon which to build for land battle stuff. I'm excited to host some tournaments and get feedback and see what people say. So. The Hellblade is indeed active from Purging, and they got 20% extra damage up to 53. Master Engineer trying his best to fight, but he's going to be taken down by the big demon here. The Feathered Prince is no joke. Couple Dwarf Warriors, Royal Rumbling, but they're about to be butchered by some of the best anti-infantry units in the entire game. So here they come. Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne with the rear charge onto the Dwarf Warriors. And yeah, it's time, baby. Here they go. The karate chops, the dwarves starting to fall, the dreaded Total War slow motion. Dedicated servers when, please. I mean, I've seen a lot smaller studios with a lot smaller games have dedicated servers, I feel. Oh, man, it would just be such a boon. But, I mean, understandably, Warhammer 3 is probably, you know, towards its later years of its life, so it's probably not something they see as a worthy investment, but would be very, very cool. It'd also make multiplayer campaigns super badass. Exalted Bloodletters do get afflicted by the smoke bomb. Couple Dwarven infantry going to be trying to fight, but double Bloodshrine still in the battlefield, both of whom are somewhat healthy. This one has a lot of room for its healing cap. Terror routes could come down. Basic Dwarf Warriors are not immune to psychology, so if the Feathered Prince simply rear charges in and, you know, gets that hammer in time, he's going to be able to get the job done for sure. On the back, Dwarf Warriors here are holding on to Objective 2, or the Dwarfs were able to grab that and are now holding on to it. Master Engineer with his long rifle, you know, picking off some of the Hellforged host. Each one of his rifle shots should actually end up killing a model. And I mean, Thoric might be kind of difficult to kill. But I think Zarevek has got it in him. I mean, Thoric is a beast, though. He does magic damage and is going to be really, really good against the demonic infantry. Blue Fire coming down. The Rune of Negation, giving 40% ward save, which will mitigate some of the effectiveness of those units. Thoric definitely needs to protect this Master Engineer. Having the Master Engineer alive is going to be very, very big. Yeah, Thoric with the late game cap. I mean, now, yeah, the dwarves are starting to get some points. Wouldn't it be funny if it was just Thoric versus... and that's another cool thing. The fact that flying units can't capture ground objectives means that, like, if your opponent only has flying cheese left and you have, like, a ground base hero like Sigvald or Thoric, you're pretty much guaranteed to at least have a good chance of winning on just the objective there, which is pretty cool. So Thoric with the Gaze of Fate, his melee attack going to be lowered down to 5. Will he be able to raid boss this? I don't know. I don't think so. Stranger things have happened, but yeah, I think Zarevek will be able to get him with Blue Fire and just the cycle charging and all these different things like that. Yeah, Exalted Bloodletters have really high weapon strength, and that is one of the reasons why Marauder Champions are one of the best units in the game, because Marauder Champions have a very similar stat line. Like, they have 50 weapon strength without Hellblade. They don't have the armor piercing values, but, like, yeah, they trade really well in a lot of matchups, so... GG, that was a fun game. It was very cool. Obviously, the Demons of Chaos were able to kind of drag it out and get those blood shrines going. And when the Exalted Bloodletters got in there and were able to grind through the Giant Slayers, that was flying units do not capture. Oh, you're saying so... okay, so in this mod, Umais is saying they can capture, but will still lose to any ground units capping. Okay, interesting. So flying units can capture. Okay, that's something that we'll have to see how that unfolds in some like tournament play and things like that. So, all right, guys. That was a fun one. Man, I want to do a 2v2, but it's like so laggy. The risk of lag is very, very substantial. Yeah, I think we'll probably, yeah, we could just do more 1v1s. All right, so we'll get another group of players in here for a 1v1. We'll do Null and Outskirts, and feel free to join if you guys want to come in. And if you guys have like the most degenerate, weird builds you can think of, like this is the place. Yeah, come give it a try. Let's like test the limits of this. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go get some water and yeah, try and hydrate here. Got to get that H2O, man. I haven't had too much water today, so we'll get it going. Slay anything with a beard, says Ben the Barman. You would say that, the Skaven enjoyer. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's get this party started. Starfish says, I just started watching you and watched the first match, so may be able to explain it later. You mentioned the mod is based on domination mechanics, hence no army losses. Yeah, so the capture point, it can be implemented via modding using like the domination template. But with that same template, there's no army losses because domination doesn't have army losses like programmed in. So unfortunately, we cannot add army losses. But it has made for some kind of interesting fights, for sure. Hey, it's Professor Pone. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, anyone with a mod. This is going to be the last game of the night, though. This is the one to end all games here. Because there's a tournament starting right after this, and I want people to be able to go join that and support that as well. All right. So the tournament is just going now, which is good. Awesome. So it's going to be Skaven versus High Elves on the Nuln Outskirts. The battle is on, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see how this all unfolds. Yeah, I really have been enjoying this today, though. I think it's fun. I'm eager to see how the feedback from the events and all that. I'm definitely eager. Yeah, it's definitely not. The objective hasn't mattered in a single game today that we played. I mean, it's mattered that the dwarf player had to move forward and fight because of the objective. But aside from that, there hasn't been a single game we've had today where it's been like, oh, somebody wins on points. That hasn't happened once. Out of 8 or 9 games we've had on stream today. Yeah, domination is definitely very similar to tabletop in terms of 40k at least. Fantasy was a little bit different. It depends on which editions you're talking about and different things like that from what I've heard. But Skaven versus High Elves. The battle is on. Is there a specific reason why there is not a reinforcement mechanic? Wouldn't it be nice? Well, if there was reinforcements, then it wouldn't be a land battle. Yeah, because it's basically just becoming domination with reinforcements. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there could be a cool hybrid format where you have some reinforcements, but you can't you can only do it once type thing. But yeah, I think having domination being its thing and this being its thing is fine. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. The one thing we still haven't seen yet is a true villainous player coming in and trying to. We need to get some people who know how to really, really abuse spell kiting and shield regen and all that kind of stuff to test the waters. That's what you really need. Yeah, High Elves are coming in versus Skaven. I always felt like Skaven do pretty well here, but High Elves do have some cheese. High Elves can go double Phoenix and just really troll Skaven with mass terror routes and things like that. But yeah, normally Skaven do well here. Oh my god, it's Tretch! The Chad Tretch Craventail pick. Yeah, I love the High Elf build too. Look at that, just Haggard Phoenix and a dragon and just, oh, this is great. Yes. Yeah, we need some players to really push the limits to test it out. Yeah, be fun. All right, so we got Imric facing off against Tretch Craventail, the biggest duel ever. And there's a Hell Pit, a bunch of globes, catapult. We do have some anti-large rats, but Tretch Craventail is coming nonetheless. Yes, the man, the myth, the legend. Have you ever tried 1v1v1 in Warhammer? Yeah, there's a free-for-all mode. It's okay. It's a really, really... okay, so we had a desync, so players just need to rejoin and bring the same armies. All right, so that was weird. I haven't had a desync. So, all right, let's do this. So same people join. Same people join if you can, and we'll give it a try. It's the first time we've had a desync, but that happens in regular Warhammer. Depending on people's connections, they can rejoin and get back in there. So I have over 1,000 hours in Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3. I've never clicked multiplayer button. Yeah, it's pretty normal. I think 5% of the player base actually plays multiplayer, which is crazy because it's multiplayer is from what I've seen, it's much more popular in terms of watching, right? Watching campaign, in my opinion, isn't that fun? I don't know, man. Campaign, I guess when a new campaign comes out, it's it's fun to watch, to learn, but I feel I don't know. Watching campaign for me isn't that fun. It's actually quite boring. Whereas watching multiplayer battles, it's very exciting. But yeah. I remember Turin FFA ages ago with Bretonnia with absolute trebuchets, mass trebs and FFA. It's risky because people can just ignore you, so. The ultimate Tretch move is not to fight at all. Yeah, I know. All right, so yeah, go ahead and we shouldn't have a desync again. So just bring the same armies or close to the same armies. Just do your best to remember, guys. And yeah, we'll get you going. Tretch did a desync so he could switch to the other side of the battlefield because he wanted the ultimate advantage. The micromanagement. Yeah. Yeah. No, multiplayer battles are way better to watch. I mean, there are some people who've streamed campaign that seem to be very popular, right? You have folks like Legend, and I think Lionheart streams on Twitch, right? Although he plays a lot of different games now. He does Total War, but he also does like tons of different games. But I think people watch people like that more for their, because they like hanging out and chilling with that person more so than like the campaign subject matter. Like that would be my guess. I've never played multiplayer and probably never will, but I love watching. Yeah, it's very fun. The 2v2 tourneys are really fun. I'm surprised Undead and Chaos hasn't won yet. Yeah, Order Tide has basically won both of them. I mean, one of them was an Ogre mercenary team. The other one was an Order Tide team. I'm really surprised Chaos and Undead haven't just been dominating. That's what I expected. When I had the Grand Alliances format developed, and I was working on it, I was like, oh, dude, Undead and Chaos is going to win every time. But they've literally lost both times. So I'm curious to see. There's only so many times I can watch player exploit AI. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of how I feel too. It's fun the first time, but after you see it 100 times of like just running a unit back and forth and draining its ammo, it's like, I don't know how people can derive pleasure from watching that. Yeah, it's fun the first time though. When you first see it, you're like, oh, that's a really neat trick, if you're just trying to cheese the computer and stuff. But yeah, head-to-head campaigns are different though, because players get to control the armies. So it's more fun, I think. But head-to-head is just a really hard thing to do because of lag, because we don't have servers. So it's just such a peer-to-peer potato. Pone and I can definitely do it. Like we'll probably, whenever we get something new, Professor Pone and I would probably be down to do some campaigns there or something. It'd be fun. Yeah, if a campaign video is edited right, it can make a great video. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, head-to-head's an amazing format. I'm surprised it's not more popular. I'm like, more people don't do it and whatnot, but I think it's just the lag and the connections or things like that. So, all right, guys. Taking a look at the Skaven army here. Vioba. It's going to be Clan Rats. Single play Claw Catapult. Not bad against like Lothern. Obviously, Globadiers are amazing. Might be a little bit too heavy duty into the Globes. I think it's only 3. I guess it could be worse. But Globes, Warp Grinders to lock things down. The dreaded double Warlock Engineer with double Warp Lightning. And we do have Trutch Craven Tail as well. All right. Pretty exciting stuff for sure. I love the triads all over the place. We got Eshin Triads and Helped Abomination. And for the forces of the High Elves, who are going to be helmed by Fidel, Flashflood, that's a funny name, it is going to be Imric, a Sun Dragon, and an Omen of Asaurian, the Arcane Phoenix ROR, with a Mage of Life who's going to be dropping some fat heals. And Swordmasters of Hoeth. Whoa! He brought Swordmasters against Skaven? Talk about overkill. Oh, God. Oh, God. Somebody in chat saying I should host an 8-player head-to-head campaign. Dude, it's too laggy. It's impossible. I remember when Total War Warhammer 3 came out, there was like a sponsored stream. Like, Creative Assembly sponsored a stream from like, I don't know, some Twitch people. And it was for them to do like an 8-player campaign. And it was like the most horrific thing I had ever seen. It was it was like every battle was like a 30-minute slideshow. Like just massive lag during the turn times. And then like, oh God, it was just, and people were desyncing like left and right. And it was like, I was like, oh my God, this is just wretched. This is just so horrible without servers. Like, it's just not even viable. Dude, do you know how much fun an 8-player head-to-head campaign would be if there was no, like, we had servers and no lag and we could have like good battles and like politics and scheming and just like a grand spectacle of things. Like, dude, God, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Like, I used to love playing Civilization 5 with my friends in college, my roommates, and we would just have these like epic, like spanning battles and different things like that. So 4-player campaign, yeah, it can work. If you have like everyone has good connections to one another, you can get away with it. You can, correct. But it's a risk. Like whenever I try and do head-to-heads with King of the Dead, there's always lag. Yeah. Would be fun indeed. All right, guys, so the battle is on. Omen of Asaurian, Sun Dragon, Imric moving up, Lothern Seaguard, and the dreaded Sword Masters from Fidel against Skaven. If he can find a way to deal with the Globadiers, I mean, maybe, just maybe, he's going to be having some luck for sure. Bear says, Turin versus Sparty is the best content in the channel's history. I agree. Like, I think that's some of the most fun times we've had. Granted, I think the early, like, the Everchosens were some of my favorite stuff we've ever done. Back when we used to do them in like Creative Assembly's office. Like, I think the Vampire Coast Everchosen was like some of the most fun I've ever had in Total War. That was so fun. The dreaded Aerocrastic coming in for the victory. That was probably one of my favorite moments in Total War history. Hands down. All right, so the Skaven are advancing up. The rats are heading for that objective, and in the backfield, the Omen of Isaurian doing the bombardment. Look, it did the Haggard Phoenix bombardment on the Plague Claw catapults, and was able to force those bad boys off. Over here, we do have the big dragon coming down, so it is going to be Imric. Imric diving on top of the Poison Wing Globadiers and causing havoc, but you better be careful. There's a Help It here and Tretch Craventail. And those boys are no joke. So Imric does get slapped by the Help It Abomination. Here we do have a Sun Dragon attacking into the Globadiers, and there are going to be some Wolf Rats coming to kind of try and salvage this situation, but the Phoenix can simply move over here and just karate chop this, like if it wants to, and just get a Mass Terror route. The Wolf Rats probably won't last terribly long. More Cav coming in. Globadiers going to be advancing up, but a little bit of a missed micro here. They should have gone back there. They do charge into the Spear units, which are shaken, mind you, but definitely going after the Globadiers, which are about to basically wreck your existence, would be the play. So here they come. Poison Wind Globes trying to get back to the archers. They should have gone after the Swordmasters, so they're going to get a little bit too close quarters. They're like, hey, Swordmasters, we appreciate you guys and your cool swords, so we're going to go after the Lothern Sea Guard. Warp Lightning is coming down from the Skaven, but Swordmasters have gotten on top of the Poison Wind Globes, and the terror-causing monsters back here, the Sun Dragon, really, really doing a massive amount of havoc. Granted, Imric's kind of getting his butt kicked a little bit by the old Help It Abomination. We see Tretch Craventail in here. He's got his big pimp cane, and dude, look at the dreaded Tretch, dude, battling one of the most powerful monsters in the old world, the Arcane Phoenix. But he's getting in there, and he's holding his own, and Tretch is certainly taking no mercy. As you can see, he's completely dominating the duels. In the back, Lothern Sea Guard moving up. We do have the Lothern Sea Guard pop it away, getting some decent DACA all over the place. Clan Rats with Spears. Going to be moving back towards objective to the objective and maybe trying to snake that. We'll see. But overall, the high elf monsters are going to be very scary. But Tretch Craven's... Dude, Tretch is going Super Saiyan here, guys. Look at this. Absolute destruction. As he does have the standard die active. And the Help It Abomination is actually doing very good. But now that it's going to be 2v1 by Imric as well as the Sun Dragon, who does fire damage, it could start to lose that fight. In the backfield, we do have Illyrian Reavers battling the Doggos, and it looks like Warp Grinder's on its way up. Warp Lightning Cannon, or excuse me, Plague Claw Catapult's back online. Going to be causing some havoc as they tee off, and Warp Lightning's not doing bad damage against the Swordmasters of Hoth, which is such an incredibly strange pick. Such an incredibly strange pick. Tretch Craventail dominating the Omen of Isaurian. Tretch accruing a whopping 1,300 value so far. The Dark Lord of the Skaven rises and is looking to hopefully seal the deal for the Rats. We'll have to see. Omen of Isaurian dropping a nice vortex on the Eshin Triads here. Skaven do have a ton of Eshin Triads around the battlefield, or at least they did a little bit earlier. Yeah, they have a full health unit of Eshin Triads here, which will be very good against the big elves. And honestly, I think the Skaven are going to win this fight. I think Tretch is going to hard carry this, which is something that I don't normally say. This Help It Abomination also is probably going to get some healing procs here in a second. We'll see. It's too horrible to die. Is it going to go down? It's at 1,200 HP. It needs to get those procs. 1,300 HP, very, very low. We do see the Warlock Engineer moving back here, going after the Lothern Sea Guard, chasing them back, and also these Lothern Sea Guard being shut down by the Globadiers. And the too horrible to die procs, but it didn't seem to go off, and the Help It Abomination falls. Okay, so that gives a little bit of play here to the High Elves. They might have a better hope now. I figured that would proc, but Tretch Craventail still needs to be dealt with. The man, the myth, the rat. Although he's not really a man or a myth. He's more of just like a Haggard side character. But Omen of Isaurian is still here. It is going to be battling against the Clan Rats. 2,200 HP, 2,238. The Clan Rats honestly should be able to maybe defeat this, although there's probably going to be a terror route. We do see double Wolf Rats coming in, and Eshin Triads with these smoke bombs coming back this direction as well. Going to be getting their anti-large tanks, and Tretch is on the hunt, man. He's coming for Imric, and Imric's Lifecaster is still very much alive. So, yeah, High Elves with really cheeky micro probably can pull this off. Like, if they just unleash the dreaded Sweat micro, and just start gooning things, like gooning all these Skaven characters, like you kill the Warlock Engineer here, then you bounce over there and kill that one, and then you go kill the Globes, and then you go back here, away from Tretch. I think the High Elves can win this, for sure. It really, really just depends on the execution and their control and the decision-making that they make. This guy's shaken right now, and it looks like the Sun Dragon's going to be chasing him, whereas Imric probably wants to go kill that other Warlock Engineer. Globadier Fire actually hitting your boy, and that actually didn't do bad damage. That did a couple hundred damage, and Tretch going to be going over. Imric sees Tretch. He eyes the mighty rat with his little pitchfork on the ground and is going to be turning around. Warlock Engineer going down here. Breath attack from the Star Dragon. Not amazing. It does a little bit of damage, and it looks like there's going to be an Awakening of the Wood, which will trigger the Earth Life Bloom, which is a faction-wide heal. Oh no, the Omen of Isaurian. Oh guys, it got the heal. It got the rebirth. The Omen of Isaurian is probably like close to full health now. Yeah, it's at like 60, 70%. Neshan Triads, though, are doing very, very well, but they themselves might become terror routed here. We'll have to kind of see how this all unfolds. Yeah, Eshin Triads, MVP, man. These are some weird builds. Clearly, both players are just kind of memeing about and or are partially beginners, but really, really fun match. I'm enjoying the hell out of this one. Imrik, going to be going after the Warp Grinders. Warp Grinders could bump and grind and definitely lock him in place, allowing Tretch to come in and unleash his full fury as he dances here. And Tretch at 1,300 value. Hasn't gotten much value in a long time. Elves obviously cleaning up the scraps wherever they can, going after the Warp Grinders here. We do see the Skaven holding on to the point. Part of me feels as if like flying units shouldn't have capture weight in this, you know, because that like flying units are one of the units that you can be most cheesy with. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously they have less capture weight, but just some part of me feels as if that might, we'll need more feedback before we draw that conclusion. It's just kind of like an early feeling I have. Although Tretch can just sit on that point. Granted, Tretch will probably lose to Imrik and to Sun Dragon. And here the other Warlock Engineers going to be paying the iron price as the Eshin Triads continue to chase down the Swordmasters. Now the Triads might be able to move in here and help. In the backfield, we see the Omen of Assyrian actually having a pretty bad time. These Eshin Triads are really doing a number on it, sitting at 1,200 value. So they've been able to grind that pigeon down. And the Rats do have Plagueclaw Catapult Crew, double Wolf Rats here. So those things could get a little bit, you know, back. Although the catapults, I guess you could shoot the catapults at Imrik, and if it hits him, it will tank his leadership a little bit. The Duel of Fates is upon us, and I wish I could do the Star Wars like Duel of Fates sound, but I just can't. I don't have the range for that. But yeah, a little rat here, going to be getting trampled by the dragon. Looks like the Awakening of the Wood active once again. Tretch Craventail, Verminous Valor active, +8 leadership. And your boy Imrik, you know, he's having a bit of a problem dealing with Tretch, especially when the Eshin Triads come in. The objective going to be in the hands of the Skaven. So this is a good game, actually. This is working out well because it's going to be allowing the players to potentially test the absolute depths of cheesiness. If like the elf player wants to like pull back and like use breath attacks and like cycle charge to the maximum, we can kind of see what that looks like here. More clan rats moving back in. Terror rout's going to be a problem, but dude, who would have thought that Tretch Craventail, the absolute dominator of the High Elves here, would be such a menace? And if Tretch manages to stand up to this dragon, that's going to be nuts. Okay, Tretch actually gets broken. That's the most Skaven shit ever. It's like you're like, oh my god, look how well he's doing, and then Tretch is just like, you know. You look a second later and he's like broken and terror routed and all that sort of good stuff like that. Yeah, my stream would get demonetized if I did the Star Wars theme, if I just sung it myself. And the High Elves actually claimed victory there. The rest of the Skaven army broke, so I think the Skaven player either left. That was a really fun meme game, dude. Tretch was actually really good. 1,900 value on Tretch. And we saw the rest of the units, yeah, performing reasonably well also. That was a fun game. Weird builds. Really weird builds. Obviously, players... Who would have thought Swordmasters would actually get their value back against Globes? But guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. It was a really, really fun stream to kind of test out this mod. I have high hopes for it. I think it was really fun, and I hope to see you know, it be improved. I don't even know how to improve it or if it needs improvements, but like I hope it becomes like more standard for land battle. Because one of the biggest barriers to entry for land battle is like attacking rules and all that kind of stuff. So having the army limits built into this mod, and also having the new custom maps which have been added, which are very good, and all that stuff, I think it's really, really good. So shout out to the mod makers and to the map makers as well. You guys are awesome, man. You guys, of course, you know, the Total War community has always really been driven by the community. You know, we've hosted the tournaments, we've made the rules, we put up our own money for these events, for the bigger events in the past. So big shout out to the community as always. You know, we're getting it going. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Big thanks again to all of you for the donations, especially the dreaded Furby for the 500. If you're still here, Furby, please shoot me a message in Discord. My wife and I want to send you like a piece of art or something. So, dude, it's just too generous. We got to give you something back. I feel bad, man. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll be back streaming in the next few days. We're going to be streaming pretty much every day this week. Maybe we'll take like Thursday off or something. But yeah, we're going to be streaming pretty often. 2v2 tournament, I'm thinking about the weekend for that. I'm thinking maybe like Saturday would be really fun for that, so we can get like a big sign up and more people. So that's going to be it. Shout out to the map makers, the mod makers. You guys did a great job. So hold your head up high. We'll see you on the other side. Take care of yourselves. That's going to be it. And yeah, adios, my friends. Take care.